No, I'm not gonna. You can say whatever the fuck you want. John Cena is trash. You can say whatever you want, dude. I'm not gonna go on here and sugarcoat it to the people, bro. I can't.
He literally just went out there and tore the house down tonight.
Tore
and you still don't want to give him credit.
Tore the house down.
He tore the house down,
Antonio Cesaro blew out his back carrying him.
Are you serious?
Are you
never
are
had a
you
match
gonna,
that good until he got in there with Cena?
Would you go on the air and honestly say that?
Yes, I would. Cena's never had a match that good. Cesaro's never had a match that good until he got in there with Cena.
Cesaro's never... Dude, you're the one who blows Cesaro like he's the greatest thing since the spare tire.
Cesaro is awesome, but come on, we gotta give Cena credit where credit's due. That's the one thing we always do.
You gotta be out of your ever-loving fucking mind.
We're always fair. We gotta give credit where credit is due, and Cena put on a hell of a show tonight.
Right,
I mean, even the finish, bro. He rolled. He did a little rolling thing and picked up Cesaro. Like that was a pretty neat spot. You never seen him do it before.
Oh yeah, you've never seen him do that before. He's done it 300 fucking times. 300 fucking times.
You're being too hard on the guy.
I'm being too hard on him. Are you kidding me?
Yes. He literally just went out there and stole the show.
He's the 2000s version of Lex Luger, and I'm being too hard on him.
Don't you put him in Luger's class.
Yeah, that's disrespectful to Luger.
Luger's way worse.
Luger's way better.
He's way worse.
Luger was better than Cena.
At least Cena has 5 moves. Luger has 2.
Oh, you fucking asshole. Luger had way more charisma.
Way more. No, come on, bro. Charisma. Luger never had a drop of charisma in his life.
Bullshit. Compared to Cena?
I don't like Cena.
Dude, you're gonna tell me that
you're comparing him to Luger.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude. You're gonna tell me that Cesaro didn't carry Cena.
No. Cena held his own tonight.
You gotta be out of your fucking mind, bro.
Bro, from the beginning to the end of the match, the whole crowd was on the edge of their seats.
Look at all the wrestling. You claim to watch New Japan, and I watch ROH and all this other shit. You're Mr. Indies, and you're gonna tell me that fucking Cesaro didn't carry Cena's bags for him.
No, Cena held his own tonight.
Oh my good lord.
We all watched the match. He held his own tonight.
All right, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
You're telling me, Jay?
This is ridiculous. I joined the hangout, and you guys are talking about Lex Luger and John Cena. Fucking pathetic. Are you kidding me? Those two bums? Is that what this Raw review has come to?
We're not even on the air yet.
Bums?
We're not even on the air.
Okay, good.
I'm just trying to get Bruce to really open up and be honest and
Either
stop
way,
trying to.
Honest, I'm being honest. He sucks. You didn't see how he.
No, Cena still sucks, but tonight he carried the match.
Wait, what? You didn't see the way he fucked up the hip toss? You didn't see the way he botched that DDT. He botched that DDT.
No, that was Cesaro.
That was Cesaro my ass, dude.
Cesaro
fucking carried him.
That's what that was.
And the fans are chanting, "This is awesome." You got to be kidding me.
Yeah, because Cena actually wrestled a clean match tonight.
Cena did not wrestle a clean match.
Come on, Bruce.
He just
He
didn't just wrestled a clean match, and you will not give him credit for it. Just listen to this.
You're gonna drive me to drinking.
Hey, all I know is I don't care who carried who. The match was that was a decent match.
No, it was not.
Exactly, it was a decent match. Cena had a good showing tonight.
Bruce, are you kidding me? I don't care who carried who or whatnot. You're gonna tell me that wasn't a decent match?
No.
No. The last 2 weeks, Cena has done some great work. He took the DDT really nicely last week, and this week he comes out and has a really good match.
So a guy can take one move and then get carried by another wrestler, and you're going to call him good?
No, he carried the match tonight.
No, but I'm going to call that a decent match.
Is Mad Genius... Dude, I'm not going to do this review with Mad Genius if he's going to keep saying shit like this, because I'll tell you right now, Mad Genius is the guy who's been a proponent for Antonio Cesaro. And he sits there, and he puts Cesaro over, and then Cena fucking comes out tonight. And
Cesaro's still a beast, don't get it wrong.
He kicked out
Cena held his own tonight. He carried the match.
Held his own? You are crazy.
What didn't he do? He did everything he had to do tonight.
Go back and watch. This is what I want you to do, bro. and I'll wait to start the review if that's what it's going to take. But you go back and you watch the match. You go back and watch the match, and you just look at Cena.
Hold on, hold on. Let me see if I can find this on YouTube or something.
I watched that match, and I don't care if John Cena got carried or if John Cena held his own.
Oh, it was a good showing by Cesaro, but Cena.
That was a decent match for just from.
It was no.
Yes, it was.
Dude, no, it was the booking. They give all these.
No, it wasn't the booking.
Are you
can't
kidding
even give the guy credit.
Bruce, come on, you're being biased just because it was a John Cena match.
No,
I'm not saying.
Exactly,
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I'm dead serious that was a decent match, and I think majority of people would agree with me.
No.
That was a decent match.
It is not. Dude, listen to me. It is not a level playing field when everybody else in the roster gets 5-minute matches, okay? And then you give Cesaro and Cena 20 minutes, and then you book them where they're going to kick out of a bunch of false finishes.
For a 20-minute match, that was a decent match.
Wow. Can this match hold a candle to the Bret Hart?
You had
I've got a question.
In this match.
Dude,
you had commercials. You had really nice spots and moves.
Bruce, before you mention the match.
Hold on, time out. I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Good reversals?
Yes.
They looked like they were going in slow motion with the mat wrestling.
They were telling a story.
Everything
doesn't have to be this ECW high-paced type of match, Bruce.
Dude. I'm not even talking about ECW. Did you see Cesaro had to slow down for him in some of these reversals?
No, they were telling a story.
Oh,
Cesaro's a big, powerful guy. Cena's a big, powerful guy.
Right.
That's how they book Cena. And it's supposed to be a struggle. That's why you see the struggle when they're reversing. It's storytelling.
Oh, they were telling a story, all right. John Cena's the man. That's the story they were telling. How can you sit here and condone that? Are you literally going to go on the air tonight?
I'm not saying Cena should have won the match, but I'm saying give the man some credit. He put on a good match.
Now you got on your Michael Jackson shoes and you start to moonwalk.
Bruce, what match were you going to bring up just a second ago?
Okay, you want to talk about a good free TV match, Jay? Does this compare to Bret Hart and Chris Benoit, the Owen Hart tribute match?
No, but that was a really good match.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm not saying Cena's an all-time great worker. I'm saying Cena did a good job tonight.
This was a decent
Bret
match.
Hart was like 90 years old for that match.
Throw John Cena out of the match. Put somebody else in there, and
it would have been better. My point exactly.
That's fine.
My point exactly.
Wait a second. That's fine. But regardless,
my point exactly.
Either way, it's still a decent match. Either way, that's still a decent match.
Dude, your standards are lowering.
No, they're not. My standards are
okay. All right, watch this. This is the way and we got to start this, and these people are waiting. But Jay, be honest, dude. If that was Brock Lesnar instead of Cena, how much better would the match have been?
A lot better, but that was still a decent match, dude.
All right. Mad Genius. If that
You're preaching to the choir. Of course, Cena's not a good wrestler, but I'm just saying, regardless of him not being a good wrestler, that match tonight was a decent match.
It sucked. I'm sorry.
It didn't.
Right, we're looking at this at a match-to-match basis. We're not talking about it, ranking it in the all-time hierarchy of matches.
It sucked. Dude, it was the same.
Oh my God.
No, it was the same old shit. A guy gets a match with Cena.
When you're wrong.
You don't even want to hear me out because you know I'm right.
You just can't admit when you're wrong.
I am not wrong. Okay, I am not wrong. First of all,
but we go through this every time we argue about anything.
Because you don't listen to me. Because you won't listen to me. Sometimes people need to shut the fuck up when grown folks is talking, just like the movie clip from Black Dynamite. Listen to me. Dude, listen to me.
You're blinded by hatred right now.
I am not blind. Okay, first of all, I readily admit I am proud to be one of the most well-known John Cena haters. Okay, that is fine. All right? It's a lot better than being known as a John Cena fan, in my opinion. Just my opinion. But let's look at it this way. When you're talking about they gave them a 20-minute match in a show of 5-minute matches that are forgettable as shit, and you give them a bunch of false finishes, and it's the same pattern that you've seen a million fucking times. A million times.
Okay, but even with false finishes in 20 minutes, that is a decent match. It doesn't matter.
No, Jay. No, listen. Every time there's a good worker, like a Cesaro, that we know is a good worker, and they put them in a match with Cena, okay? They put them in a match with Cena. They give them more time. They let them show more stuff. And the only reason Mad Genius is saying this, Jay, and the only reason you're saying this is because Cesaro was actually allowed to do some stuff in a match.
He wasn't even really allowed to do anything.
He wasn't
Anybody who's
allowed
watched
to do
Cesaro
anything.
previous to this knows Cesaro has. This wasn't even a fraction of what the guy's capable of. He didn't do anything outside of that freaking deadlift suplex off the apron. Everything else you see him do on a normal basis.
Okay.
Just admit it. Cena had a good match for once.
He did not.
Oh my
Dude, I swear to you, I will put my reputation on the line tonight. You go back and you watch Cena in that match and count the mistakes. Don't look at Cesaro. I don't want you to take your eyes and put them on Cesaro for one moment in the match. Just look at fucking Cena. Look at the facial expressions. Look at the way he moves around the ring. Look at the fucking botches. Watch the lack of psychology. Look at it.
What lack of the story was there two big powerful guys in there, and it's a struggle. That's what the story was.
That's the story, and who overcame it.
And you listen to commentary. As much as commentary sucks, that's what they were putting over in the match.
Of course they were, because Cena was going to win.
Regardless of who won, it was a good match.
We may as well just skip the match. I don't even want to talk about it, because you and these other clowns out there are going to give Cena way more credit than he deserves for a match where he was absolutely
I'm not giving him more credit. I'm giving him his just due for the one good match he's had.
I don't care.
I'm telling you right now, man.
Oh my god.
I'm.
If you Bruce, if you took John Cena out of that match and put a shitty worker in there, and that match was still performed the same exact way with the same time limit, that's still a decent match. If the same thing happens.
No. I totally disagree. You put Jack Swagger in that ring, and you have him with his goofy facial expressions and the way he moves around the ring. By the way, he continues to get worse. You put him in that ring, and I would have the exact same opinion. Because, dude, I've seen too many good and great matches to call this a good match. What I would classify this as was a good showing by Cesaro.
Oh,
that is it. No,
this was a good showing for Cena.
And then, dude, you know what you're doing right now is happening all on Twitter. What you're doing right now is you are giving the WWE the power that they want.
Oh my god, bro.
You guys
just look at this opening spot, bro, with the freaking oh my god, with the chain wrestling from the hammer locks and then the ropes and the jump over and then the freaking hip toss, bro. This shit was a good match.
Did he just call that chain wrestling?
Oh my god, Bruce. You just can't admit it. You just can't.
You're joking.
You're so blinded by the Cena hate.
Blinded by the Cena hate.
Blinded.
No. It's the exact opposite, dude. Okay? I'm losing respect for you as a wrestling analyst. I'm going to be honest. Not as a friend, but as a wrestling analyst. I'm not blinded by the hate. My eyes are wide open. And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because I see what's going on. And then you're going to have all these people, see, Cena can have great matches. Dude, they're going to do the same thing they did when CM Punk fucking carried his sorry ass, and they're going to give Cena the credit.
What this proves tonight is not every single match John Cena has, not every single one is complete and utter garbage. It's not. That's not true. He can have a decent match at best. I've never seen John Cena have a 5-star match and never will. But this match tonight was halfway decent. That's it.
Yes.
I don't care if Cesaro carried him or not. It was a decent match. Throw John Cena out of the match and put somebody else in. And
how can you honestly look yourself in the mirror after seeing those faces? Just look at the look on the man's face after that DDT.
Exactly.
I'm watching it right now.
It was a perfect match. You're right, and he had some botches, but that's still.
Well, he had some botches, but it's still good.
I've seen plenty of decent matches where guys have botched stuff, but it could still be a decent match.
Yeah, we're not talking RVD Jerry Lynn, okay? Let's get that straight right now. I just
Nobody's
think,
calling this a 5-star match,
dude,
though.
you guys have fallen for the Hulk Hogan. You've fallen for the Hulk Hogan way of booking shit, where they dial down everything, and then when they give a match false finishes, oh, what a good match. You gotta be fucking shitting me. I mean, Antonio Cesaro...
That's the last thing that makes me think this was a decent match. I've seen too many matches with false finishes.
Wow. Wow. Eddie Guerrero's worst match was better than this match.
But you still can't deny the fact that this was a decent match.
Yes, I can. I deny it.
Look, you just can't admit it. I'm watching it right now, and you just can't admit the shit. Look, even the second hip toss he threw was really nice.
What?
Yes.
But Bruce, you say what? But what qualifies a decent hip toss to you then? If that
Ricky
wasn't
the Dragon Steamboat.
No, that's a perfect hip toss. So damn near.
Exactly, a decent.
Okay, that's not.
Okay. All right, a decent hip toss, The Rock.
Okay, and John Cena threw one that was as decent as The Rock's average hip toss.
I'm done.
That's not even being ridiculous, dude. He walked away.
Look, he just can't admit anything.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
He's in his kitchen getting food, I guarantee you. I can hear it in the background.
My god. You can't give anybody credit. You just can't do it.
You guys are high.
No, we're being honest about this.
I have to
Give the
agree.
guy credit where credit is due.
I don't want to do this to you, Bruce. I know this is not what you want, but I swear to God, I'm just being honest.
You guys are real good trolls.
Oh, I said
Nobody's trolling.
That's okay. I'll be the
He
one.
even took a flat back bump. He even took a good back bump. I'm rewatching this now. When Cesaro pulled him down on the ropes, he took a back bump for once.
Are you done?
Bro,
I'm embarrassed.
people go watch the match. Just look. Look for yourselves. Go rewatch it.
People. Did you start this review?
I'm telling you.
Dude, it says live on the bottom. You did not start this review.
This has been live. That's why I was
I
wondering.
can't click the start button.
Mad Genius, how did you start the review?
I didn't start it.
It said live on the top corner for me, too. That's why I was wondering.
Well, good. Then everyone can see that Mad Genius forgot his balls tonight.
Oh, even the pop-up net breaker was good.
Are you serious?
Bro, go watch it. It looks really clean. That's probably Cena's best move,
Listen,
honestly.
point in case, if Bruce can't admit that John Cena can throw one of Rock's okay hip tosses once in a while, come on.
The Rock.
John Cena, I don't think it's ridiculous to say that he's capable of throwing a decent hip toss once in a blue moon.
Well, I tell you what, I'm the only one leaving this this review with his manhood intact, since everyone saw that, apparently. I'm looking at the comments right now. I must have accidentally hit start. So anyway, welcome into your Raw review. I don't know when our argument made error there, but whatever. I don't care, because I owned you guys.
You didn't own anybody.
I doubt it. The comments
You won't even
probably
own up
said
to your
different. I doubt
bias,
it.
man.
No,
I doubt it.
I guarantee you that.
I will guarantee by the end of this Raw review, nobody will think that well, at least that I got owned. I guarantee you.
I will guarantee you that all of the
All right,
cool
Jason
dudes.
Richardson.
I will guarantee
All
all
right,
of
Jay
the.
Rich.
No.
Look, he can't even admit he's wrong on that. He can't even admit that.
No,
Like
I
a
was
year and a
wrong.
half later, he still can. A year later, he still can admit he was wrong.
I'm trying to find when this thing came on.
Listen to this.
I'm trying to find when this thing came on. We were live for 18 minutes, someone said. Great. Well, at least they saw that you guys have the manhood equivalent of
Truth
Doink the
needed to be
Clown.
spoken anyways.
Hey, if
All
you
right,
got
Doink.
real manhood, you can admit when hate is blinding you.
Lord.
Dude, it's not hate. I thought he had a shitty match. It's
Yes, it is, because I will say that this is a fact that was a decent match.
No, Cesaro had a good showing. That's as far as I'll go.
That's okay. Well, that's fine if that's as far as it goes, but it was still a decent match.
Bro, the Piranha, he didn't even land on his neck this time.
I'm not even here defending any of John Cena's moves or any of that shit. I'm just saying as
Yes,
a
you
whole.
did.
No, oh, except for
Now you backpedal. Now that you
no,
realize we're
okay,
on live.
except for
now
I said
you
a hip toss. You saw he threw a decent hip toss, but that's not my point. As a whole, looking at this match, it was decent. Doesn't matter who's in the ring. They do the same exact things. Doesn't matter. Decent match.
All right, comment section. You go ahead and vote.
You put two white. You take two men and put them in fucking white, fucking black spandex like they're some shit. You don't even know who they are. Then they wrestle that match. Decent match. Doesn't matter who it is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, whatever. You guys are nuts. Yeah. You can say whatever you want. I stand by my statement. Cesaro had a good showing and Cena sucks.
I agree with the
He
second
took
one.
A clean bump
Okay,
when he took
thank
this
you.
clothesline.
Look, listen, Mad Genius has... Dude, you liked Cena when he was still
I'm watching the match right now.
Yeah, I've been waiting for you to come out of the Cena closet for a long time.
Come on, Bruce. Come on. Let's
Nah,
not go here.
I'm not a Cena
about
fan.
to say this. Are you... Bruce is about to say this. I can't believe it.
He's been waiting to come out of the Cena
Because
closet.
he said John Cena had a decent match. No,
Yes.
he didn't say John Cena.
Dude, did you not hear the
match.
TNA?
He didn't say John Cena was a good wrestler. He didn't say John
I didn't
Cena
even
was good.
he had like a
general.
catapulted Cena
He
into
said
the
he had a
top
one
20 of
decent
all
match,
time.
and I was a John Cena fan.
Fuck that,
Come
he's
on,
trash.
let's be fair about it.
He's trash. I am being fair.
Oh, dude, you're being ridiculous right now.
Oh,
Look at the look on your face. Look at the look on your face. You are being absolutely fucking absurd.
Yeah, look
And
at the look on my face.
Camera off. He puts the camera off.
Yes.
Wow.
Are you going to believe him? Just look at the freaking money shot. Are you telling me this guy that you see in the money shot is capable of being serious?
Are you, dude? You got to be kidding me.
So he turns the camera back on.
He turns the camera back on
Gets his
and gets
composure together so he can be serious for a second. Okay.
Are you done?
Okay, just for everybody.
Are you done? Are you,
I'm not,
dude?
I'm
Are
not
you
talking
done?
about anything about the match. I'm talking to the people in the comments.
Dude, no.
section.
You guys think I'm joking around? I'm being fucking serious.
All right. I'll stop talking about the match. I don't know about Mad Genius. I'll
Yeah,
stop. I won't talk about
I'll
it.
wait till we get to the match
But
when we get through the review.
For the record, this review will not start until we at least admit or stop it what we're talking about. So just for the people in the comment section, so we'll stop.
For the sake of Macho Man Randy Savage,
all-time greatest at this point in time, I've declared it.
For the sake of Taz and Sabu, for the sake of RVD Jerry Lynn, for the sake of Stone Cold before he apparently got old and now he's getting paid to put Cena over, for the sake of The Rock when he was in his prime, for the sake of LOD, for the sake of everything that was great about wrestling, the fact that you guys came on here, obviously not knowing at first, but the fact that you're still on I told you we're on the air, and the fact that you're putting this clown over when clearly he got carried.
False.
No, dude, Brock Lesnar's ashamed of you.
No, he's not. Brock Lesnar would not be ashamed of me admitting that.
Brock Lesnar wants to punch Cena in the face.
A shitty wrestler can have one decent match in a blue moon. Nobody's ashamed of it. Yes, he can.
No, when Lex Luger got carried, I didn't say, "Oh, Lex Luger had a good match." I would say
because Lex Luger's fucking garbage.
Yeah, guess what? Lex Luger was better than Cena.
Fuck no.
Yes, he was.
Oh, now you're really reaching.
Disco Inferno was better than Cena.
I'll give you Disco Inferno, but you're reaching with Lex Luger.
I am not, dude. No, go back and look at Lex Luger.
Lex Luger had two moves.
No, go back and look at...
He had the bionic forearm in the torture rack, and that's it.
You're already forgetting the power slam, but go back and look at the suplex. Go back in the punch. Okay, there's 3.
And by the way, Cesaro just botched his DDT.
Cesaro botched the DDT.
Yep.
No. You go back and look at Luger's matches in the late 80s, early 90s, and tell me those weren't better than anything Cena's done.
There's no way.
I'm waiting. And I hate Lex Luger.
What does that have to do with anything about this one match?
Wait, you talk about me not being fair. I'm giving Lex Luger credit. So don't... I've hated Lex Luger a lot longer than I have
You're giving
Cena.
him credit because you hate Cena more than you hate Luger.
No, I wouldn't say that.
It's still biased. Like,
no, those two they're separated at birth. I mean...
You're not even being objective about this.
I absolutely am.
What is Lex Luger having? Lex Luger matches being 80 to 90% better than anything Cena does have anything to do with this being a decent match?
Well, that's just how. I mean, Lex Luger was shitty.
John Cena had one decent match.
No, he did not.
He's a shitty wrestler.
Dude, you guys are feeding into.
No, I'm not feeding into shit. I don't think John Cena is good.
Oh my gosh!
I can name other shitty wrestlers besides John Cena that have had one decent fucking match.
Let me guess. Goldberg and Hogan had a classic.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I can name a shitty wrestler.
What was so great? Okay, so everyone calls.
You're using the word great. I'm using the word decent.
I'm gonna own you, like I always do. Hulk Hogan and The Rock had it.
Whatever makes you feel better about yourself.
Yeah, it does. It makes me feel great about myself.
Okay.
Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan had a legendary match. Was it because Hulk Hogan went out there and he's a good wrestler? No. It was because the circumstances that surrounded the match. Same thing tonight.
And they told a good story.
Yeah, they did. This was not a good story tonight.
Yes, it was. It's a power struggle.
What? Cesaro hitting Cena with everything but the kitchen sink and then winning?
I'm not saying I agree with who won the match, but the match itself
that was a great
decent.
story. Yeah, that was a great story. Yeah. The same. It's the same story they've been telling since the fucking guy got his first real push. So there you go.
Oh my god, this was a decent match.
Yeah, no, you guys will not break me on this, I guarantee you.
Well, no shit, we already know that.
That's one thing. When I feel some way, I'm gonna say how I feel, man.
Yeah, regardless if it's blinded by.
It's not blinded.
It is. If Cena actually came out there one day and put on a 5-star match, you'd be on your call and get a 1-star match just because you hate the guy.
Okay, if John Cena did that, world hunger would be cured, hell would freeze over, and the United States deficit would end in one day.
Bruce, is a shitty-ass basketball player in the NBA capable of having one good game in their career?
No.
Yep.
Yes. Yep. Oh, you are ridiculous. You know that's ridiculous.
No, it's not.
Damian Wilkins scored 43 fucking points in a game.
Okay, what about... All right, then that's fine. If you want to go there.
He's garbage.
Tell me about Brian Scalabrine.
Okay, he's had one good game. Yes, he did. Go look him up. New Jersey Nets playoffs.
All right, Kwame Brown.
I guarantee you I can find a game that Kwame Brown played good in.
And you know what? They're both more talented than Cena. So
that's fine. That's fine. A decent match.
You're ignoring the point, Bruce.
Decent match.
No.
Even shitty athletes can have good games, just like Cena, the shitty wrestler, could have a good match.
No. And I will own you again.
I just owned you.
No, you did not. Because
yes, I did. You have no rebuttal.
Yes, I do. You want to hear my rebuttal?
It's just like when you have the freaking third or fourth string running back coming off the bench and putting up a good rushing game. It happens.
All right, you guys forget who you're debating with. I always have a rebuttal. Here's my rebuttal. At the very least, Brian Scalabrine and Kwame Brown had to prove themselves on the college level to get to the pros. Where did John Cena prove himself in the 80s?
Doesn't matter. The match he had tonight that doesn't matter.
See,
the match he had tonight was decent.
Non-responsive answer.
No, he didn't.
Straw man.
Because you keep trying to bring up you keep trying to compare this to other matches and historically.
No,
we're talking about this match. It in itself was a decent match.
Straw man argument because I just directly responded to what you said. You don't know how to debate. You said you brought it. We were talking NBA. And the difference between Kwame Brown and Brian Scalabrine, you can talk about them having good games, Damian Wilkins, I don't care who you name. The difference between them and Cena is they had to actually prove themselves in college. Where did Cena really have to
CJ
prove
Miles
himself?
didn't prove himself.
What
in
does that
college
have
because
to
he came
do
out
with
of-
him actually
CJ
having
Miles
a
came out
decent
of high
match?
school. CJ Miles came out of high school, didn't have to prove himself in college. Has had a decent game in the NBA.
You guys are part of the problem.
No, we're part of this argument being ownage of you.
You didn't own shit.
Okay.
Go ahead and see who agrees with you and who agrees with
All
me.
right. Well, we'll get the comment
You
section.
didn't own
because I
anything.
bet
You wanted
Jay,
to
you
own
know
him
what-
being wrong.
Jay, you know how you always talk about virgins? I wonder who's going to agree with you.
Decent
I'm just
match.
saying. I'm just saying.
I don't care.
Okay.
When people see real and they know real, they're gonna. That's just how people are. They're gonna draw
So
to it.
virgins
They
see
know
real now.
that
Okay.
They know that me. I am right now. They don't care. When people recognize real, that's all that matters.
Well, I'm on my Bret Hart shit. That match was a 4 out of 5.
Which is better than any Cena match we've seen before.
Oh, now we've lowered it to a 4 out of 5 is what's considered.
You just said it was a 4! That's decent!
No, it was a 4 out of 5, and all 4 points go to Cesaro.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, well the argument's over because he just admitted it was a decent match.
No,
Yep.
I said 4 out of 5 for Cesaro. I have been directly
But
responding
what's
to...
4 out of 5?
Dude, there were fans chanting, "This is awesome."
Yeah, because they're
Because it
bums.
was a good match. It was a decent match.
This is awesome?
It was a decent. I mean, look.
Exactly
Seeing Cena
what-
perform the way he did tonight.
Whoa, everyone...
Bro.
No, stop. I want to timestamp this. Everyone rewind it. Dream Clown DC timestamped the spot about 15 seconds ago where he was about to say he would be chanting, "This is awesome." I caught that. You started to say you would chant, "This is awesome." Dude, I've lost all...
a decent.
I don't care what indie guy you tell me about ever again.
Listen,
Yeah, you want to go shit
I
on
don't
the
care
Indies.
who chanted "This is awesome." That's because some fans are stupid. It wasn't awesome. It was a decent fucking match. That's a fact. Decent match. Shitty wrestlers put on decent matches once in a while. Shitty NBA players can have one good fucking game. Shitty running backs can have one good fucking game. Fact.
Nope.
Decent match.
Nope.
Okay, that's
Yep.
fine. People know I'm right.
Yeah. The real wrestling fans are going to agree with me.
Okay, we'll see.
I think they'd probably rather have me as a defense attorney than you guys anyway.
Okay.
So, yeah. All right, so getting into the review for Monday Night Cena, since these guys love Cena
That's
so
fine,
much.
but that's still
Oh,
ignoring the
since-
fact that it was a
So
decent match.
now the true.
Nobody loves
Oh no,
Cena.
don't
It
worry
was
about it,
coming
guys.
out.
Don't worry. Don't worry. For your showing tonight, I'll buy you John Cena wristbands.
Because someone says so one person had a
oh
decent
no,
match, that
dude,
makes
eat
them a
your
fan
fruity
of them.
pebbles. Yeah, eat your fruity pebbles. I get
That
it.
makes them a fan of them.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, you're officially a LeBron
Okay,
James
go right
fan.
back to the
You're a
conversation.
LeBron
Brian
James fan.
Scalabrine has
No,
a
I'm
good,
not.
a good
Yes,
game.
you
That
are.
doesn't
You've
mean-
admitted that he's had good games before. LeBron James fan. LeBron James fan.
Yep.
Nope. We're Cena fans. Bruce is LeBron James fan.
Oh. I'm just asking you guys. Are you done?
Silence.
No, I'm waiting
Do
for you.
that.
Are you done? Do you have another Cena blowjob?
That's how you know
in store
Bruce
for
is lost
everybody?
an
You want
argument.
us-
He doesn't
you
really
want
have
us to
anything
be
to
done,
say.
You're saying?
No, I've
You
already
want
won
me
the
to go?
debate.
You didn't win
guys-
anything.
Yes,
You
I
have
did.
you still didn't respond to my last comment either. If we're John Cena fans, you're a LeBron fan.
No, that's obviously not true.
Okay, well it's obviously not true. We're Cena
That's
fans.
how you know.
Okay, then fine. You're not a Cena fan, but for one night you're acting like one.
Oh, okay. Why? Because we said he had one decent match.
He did not.
All right, for one night you acted like you were a LeBron fan. Because on that, there's been nights where you said he's had a good game. So Bruce has acted like a LeBron fan on multiple occasions.
No. Okay,
Okay.
first of all, you're talking about team sport and basketball. When two guys get in the ring, Antonio Cesaro was on his Michael Jordan shit tonight. He was carrying the bench. Okay, I mean,
And even
that's the way I
role
look at
players
it.
have
Cesaro-
good games.
No, he did not.
Oh my god.
I could go to UFC and boxing with guys you don't like that you've admitted have had good matches before. That makes you a fan of them on that night. It's about the individual.
Whatever.
Exactly.
It takes. Dude, I mean, come on. You guys really have some balls. Putting over Cena like this. Whatever. I'm done.
Oh, we're putting over
him
Cena because
over.
we said he had one decent match, right?
No, he did not.
So, okay, but why are we putting over Cena?
Because you're saying he had a good match and he did not.
I said, first of all, decent.
Yep.
I said he had a
Okay, this is
decent
what I
match.
want to do. This
So that
is what
means
we're
you're
gonna-
putting
okay,
somebody over, though?
All right, to end this, this is what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. All right? To end this nonsense from these two guys. For the VIP overtime video on blitzsportsnetwork.com, this is what we're going to do. Mad Genius and I and Jay, you're invited after the Raw review is over. We will watch the match together, and I will point out exactly what I'm talking about with Cena, and Mad Genius can try to defend his opinion, feloniously. And obviously it won't be with the footage, so you'll have to sync up the videos, and you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. I will make salient points on exactly what I'm talking about.
Why it wasn't a perfect 5 out of 5 star match?
Why John Cena didn't do shit.
Okay, but the match was decent.
Because of Cesaro.
Okay,
We're going to keep going in circles.
Match. I have not been making the argument about what John Cena did or didn't.
I know, Mad Genius
the whole
is.
night.
Jay, you're my boy. Man, at least you didn't sell out like this guy.
Who sold out? I'm giving the guy props where they're due.
No, you're not. You haven't once talked about how much Cesaro carried him.
No.
Yeah, that's my
Cena
point.
held his own.
What was his name in the Indies, Mad Genius, that you've always told us about?
Claudio
Claudio.
Castagnoli.
Yeah, he's disowned you as a fan.
Probably not. He's good friends with Cena.
And anybody who wants to call this an awesome match, this is what I want you to do. I want you to go watch Mike Awesome against Masato Tanaka, and then come
You're
back.
talking about an all-time great match at Tanaka.
No. I'm talking about what actually was an awesome match. The bar has been lowered, dude.
No, you're talking about you're talking about an amazing match, not just a great match, an amazing match between Tanaka and Mike Awesome. Probably my favorite ECW match. You're talking about an amazing match.
Okay, if a match. Wow.
You
with
can't
all
compare
the
a decent match to an amazing match.
With all the mistakes that I saw from Cena in this match, people were really calling that amazing. You know what that tells me? That I probably shouldn't be doing this anymore. Because the standard of wrestling that I grew up watching is completely different than the standard of today. I'll be back. I need a break, dude. I mean, that's the point I'm at now. Whereas back in the day, if I was having a conversation with a fellow wrestling fan, they would have 100% agreed with me on what I saw out of this. That John Cena went out there, was the same Cena that he always is, making the same mistakes, losing the fucking psychology of the match throughout the match, botching, and you saw a guy in Cesaro. Did you see the first hip toss?
The first hip toss was fine. It was a steamboat hip toss, but it was a fine hip toss.
Okay. If that's the standard that we're at today, then maybe I'm not cut for this anymore. I'm being honest. Maybe I'm not suited for this. Because the standard of wrestling that I grew up on, this pales in comparison. I mean, it's insane.
No fucking shit. Of course. But that's aside from that point. If this match, my favorite time of watching wrestling that I've said bajillion times over is fucking in 2003 and 2004. You take this match, put it in that during that time when some of the greatest wrestling matches, in my opinion, were happening. If you take this match, put two different guys in there, I'd still call it a decent match. And I'll stand by that. But I'm not going to sit here and praise what John Cena botched or what John Cena did good or didn't do good or whatever the fuck it is. I'm just saying, just looking at it as a whole, that was a decent match.
I understand where you're coming from. I don't get where Mad Genius is coming from.
I watched the match twice now. I watched it when we were talking about this, and I'm telling you, Cena had a good showing.
No. All right, we'll leave it to the VIP. We will both watch the film, and you're going to let me make my points, dude, because I know every time it feels like you're trolling.
How am I trolling?
All right, when he says
I went through the match and I called what I liked that Cena did.
Well, you are a lot younger than me, so I don't think you've seen much great wrestling.
No, I've seen a lot of it. Maybe you're stuck in the old ways that just don't work anymore, Jim
The old ways
Cornette.
that don't work anymore. Yeah, I'm the exact opposite of Jim Cornette. He hated ECW.
Hey, you just can't call it when you see it. You can't be unbiased.
Oh, I can't be unbiased. Watch me give credit where credit is due the whole way through this review.
You're not doing it with Cena.
Yes, I am. He got
You're
fucking
not.
carried. Dude,
You're not giving the man credit.
I think people are sick of us going in circles, so whatever. First thing I'd like to say, and we will finish this on the website in the VIP overtime video. Trust me. Because I will get you to admit that I was right about what I've been pointing out. And there's more. Dude, when dude, I'm going to make you pause the video in certain spots and admit it. I will guarantee.
Bro, I'm telling you, we gonna go through it.
Okay. All right. I just want a fair shake. When I say pause it, I want you to try to defend that. And I guarantee you there's 7 or 8 moments in that match where I'm going to tell you to pause it and defend what you just saw out of Cena, and you're going to go, okay, you have a point, but you will at least concede that, I hope.
No.
Oh, you're already saying you won't concede that.
I'm just saying I've watched the match twice already. I think I know what good wrestling is at
Okay,
this
now hold
point
on.
in my life.
Hold on. And you thought you were going to show me this perfect match one time and this perfect wrestler, and what did I do? I
never said that with that match. All I said was I like this match because of the stiff striking.
Now,
I never said anything about the
admitted-
chain wrestling in it. I never said anything about the holds or the moves in it. I said I like that match because of the stiff striking. And the match you're referencing is Chris Hero versus Kenta from ROH.
And you admitted on the air that I pointed out things that you didn't even notice.
In that match, yes.
Yes, and I'm going to do the same thing
in that
tonight.
match, yes. But I also did say I didn't like that match because of the quote-unquote wrestling. I liked the match because they beat the shit out of each other with strikes.
Okay, and then by the end of our VIP overtime video, you will admit that you actually liked this match because of Cesaro. Dude, I guarantee you, I'm gonna point some things out to you that.
You know I'm a huge Cesaro fan. You know I've been the biggest Cesaro supporter that you've known.
Dude, I can't believe I can't believe this thing started when it did. Whatever. All right. So tonight during Raw, let me try to switch gears and get into the actual Raw. Tonight during Raw, they lied about what was trending on Twitter again, and we proved that on Twitter. You know, there's people who have tailored tweets, apparently, towards WWE and wrestling and stuff, and they actually thought this stuff was trending. And WWE maybe doesn't realize that their tweets are tailored. I will give them that benefit of the doubt. But about 75% of the time when they say something's trending, it's not. I do not have tailored tweets at all on my account. They say something's trending. I look at what's trending in the United States and worldwide. 75% of the time it's not, and then I refresh the page both times to make sure it's just that it hadn't updated or something. Man, that's just the lengths this company goes to. So we get a John Cena promo. Here's your boy, Man Genius.
No, bro, just because I said he had a decent match doesn't mean I'm a fan of him. He still cut shitty promos.
All right, well, whatever. Cena stood there and smiled when he got booed like the D-bag that he is. He went for the cheap pop mentioning Denver, but a lot of guys do that. He talked about the danger of an Elimination Chamber match. Whatever, boring shit. He talked about Orton's lack of momentum and sucked up and pandered to the crowd by bringing up Orton losing to Daniel Bryan, which started some yes chants. And then he pointed out that he also beat Orton, and the crowd booed him. Good for them. So Zeb Coulter comes on. He predicted that Cesaro was going to win the championship at the Chamber. Cesaro said that he also beat Orton and predicted he's going to become champion and become the face of not just the company but America. Cena told Cesaro to say it to his face. Ooh, edgy. Cena undercut Cesaro's win. He bigged up his own win, but undercut Cesaro's win by saying that it wasn't Cesaro being on a winning streak, it was actually Orton being on a losing streak. Does that make any sense to anybody? Here
No.
Cena's talking about him and Daniel Bryan winning, but then with Cesaro, it's because Orton's on a losing streak.
By the way, if some odd chance in hell Cesaro won the championship, you guys would see me on the review freaking out.
I think it actually. I think you'd be happier if Cena won.
Oh fuck no, bro! I still hate Cena. I'm just giving the guy credit where it's due for the night. Shit.
No, dude, I cannot wait to watch this match with you. Cena said that Cesaro is writing a check that his body can't cash. Blah 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 blah. Sheamus comes out, and we get the typical WWE go-home show. Oh, who would have thought? Every guy involved in the match is going to cut a 15-second promo. Sheamus predicted that he's going to kick Cena and Cesaro's teeth in an Elimination Chamber, and he's going to kick Orton's teeth in tonight. And lo and behold, we've never seen this before. They're very creative. Christian's music hits, and he predicted that he will take out Sheamus at Elimination Chamber for Sheamus apparently kicking him on SmackDown. I don't know. And folks, I don't care how many times you ask me, I refuse to do SmackDown. All right? So I've said that a million times.
It sucks now anyways.
Yeah. Oh, but Cesaro won. Oh, well. And what did that get him tonight? So, then Randy Orton comes out. Orton says he underestimated Cesaro. So, there you go. You have both Cena and Orton undercutting Cesaro's win. And then Cena really undercut his win later, but Mad Genius is apparently fine with that.
No, I'm not fine with him winning. The match itself was decent. Jeez.
Sure. Orton
You're
says
generalizing it, bro.
No, I'm not. Orton says that Cena can't beat Orton when it counts. Orton puts over his matches with Christian as being great and some of the best of his career, but he says he beat Christian in those matches. Orton says the bro kick won't get anywhere close to him tonight. And he said there's a reason why he's the face of the WWE. And then Daniel Bryan's music hits. They keep teasing with the Daniel Bryan stuff. Huge pop, yes chance. Daniel Bryan has a new T-shirt. At least it isn't a goat, but
it's a step in the right direction, but
it
it's
is
still not there.
I don't give. I wouldn't buy. Did I ever buy a T-shirt with Stone Cold's face on it? No.
No, it's a step in the right direction, meaning that it
Step
doesn't
in
have
the
a
right
fucking
direction would
goat
be
on it.
shaving that stupid fucking beard.
I don't know,
Fuck that
dude. It's
beard.
kind of like the Duck Dynasty thing now.
Yeah, it's part of the character at this point.
Right,
Yeah.
like if
Kind of
the
like the Duck Dynasty thing. Fucking retarded.
It'd be like fucking Stone Cold in
wow.
the Attitude Era growing hair back or some shit.
Wow.
Like, it would be weird.
well, I know I'm good.
Duck Dynasty.
Okay, now I know I'm really good with the viewers because there's a lot of Duck Dynasty
I don't
fans.
give a
and
shit. When
there's
have
a-
I ever cared about if someone likes me or doesn't like me? Fuck Duck Dynasty.
Hey, to all
Well, you know
out
why
there,
Jay doesn't like Duck Dynasty. There isn't some big 6'8", 280-pound jack dude on there.
to all oh shit, here we go. To all of
Don't
you
even
out there,
fucking start,
oh
dude.
boy.
Don't
To-
start.
All right, let me get through this segment first. To all of you out there who have been just as frustrated with the same old shit as me, and you see the same things I do with Cena, your boy ain't gonna back down. You saw that tonight. Apparently these guys will, but not
Well,
me.
you're the one following Cena's mantra,
Everybody in the
never give
comment
up.
section
Shit.
You guys all heard my opinion on what we've just been arguing about for the last 30 minutes. But that being said, I just want to get this out of the way. The people who were chanting this is awesome, I totally disagree with 100%.
Thank you, Jay.
Calling that's awesome, I disagree with 100%.
Thank you, Jay.
I do not think that's anywhere near an awesome match. Not
See-
after some of the shit that I've seen.
See, I don't have a problem with the things Jay's been saying for the most part. It's mad genius.
I mean, don't let it, don't let it get misconstrued. Don't forget about the J guy that comes on here calling all John Cena fan virgins, because that's exactly what they are. Is fucking virgins. I mean, fucking John Cena fans. I swear. I seen a couple of them when I was working out today. They're the ones at the gym that always change in the corner with their back turned towards the wall, or they change in the bathroom stall because they're too embarrassed to get naked in front of grown men. I'm just saying, you don't have to be gay about it, but that's fucking normal, you queer. John Cena fans are those stupid fuckboys that play Backstreet Boys on repeat and jerk off to fucking Boy Meets World on a regular basis. Fucking John Cena fans, fucking queers.
Well, there's the show.
So there you go.
Appreciate that, Jay. Guess who's going to get the heat for all that? Yeah. At John J06 on Twitter.
Dude, I know Billy. I can't hear him, but I know he's laughing his ass off.
If you like Cena, and it may sound really hollow right now, but if you like Cena, more power to you.
Are you kidding me, Bruce? I don't think after all of this shit, after everything we've been talking about,
I have no problem with the only. No. What I have, the only I agree with Gritz somewhat. The only problem that I have with Cena is the people who support him have dragged this shit on for too long. From my perspective, with what I want to see, I wish people would stop supporting him altogether.
Dude, after what I just said, and you can honestly say that. Come on. No, John Cena fans are bums, okay? John Cena fans, if I seen a John Cena fan homeless with a shopping cart full of empty fucking plastic bags from the grocery store standing in front of a fucking Goodwill or a Salvation Army, I still wouldn't fucking pick them up. I'd open up my window and laugh at their fucking face and drive away.
That's mean, dude. Damn, Jay. Alright, so, anyway, now that Jay's done, I think. I mean, just talk about flipping on turning on a dime. You know? The guy turned on a dime like that. It's like he snapped out of it and realized what he was supporting. Well,
shit.
The thoughts of Jay don't necessarily reflect everyone else's on the panel.
I can't let my reputation be ruined for any reason whatsoever.
Oh, Mad Genius can.
All shall hail King Jay.
Oh no, here we go with this skin. So anyway, Daniel Bryan, like I said, Daniel Bryan came out. He's got the new T-shirt, which is better. I would rather, me personally, if I'm gonna buy a wrestler's T-shirt, I'd like it to be with the slogan, like I said, a bunch of times. The "I am a wrestler" T-shirt. I would, that one, I would have bought back when he told Cena that he's a wrestler. I'm not going to buy that Daniel Bryan shirt. I'm not going to run around with another man's face on my shirt unless he's like a real athlete, not saying Daniel Bryan's not, but I'm not going to wear a Daniel Bryan shirt.
You gotta be fucking Macho Man.
Yeah, like Savage Daniel Bryan's a great athlete. I just kind of misspoke there. He is a great athlete. Let me take that back. But someone that I'm more of a fan of when it pertains to being a legend, and I don't think he's a legend. I think Daniel Bryan's best for the WWE right now. But I wear a Savage shirt. Michael Jordan. Man, Stone Cold. I don't know, dude. Just really been putting over Cena a lot lately. almost as much as Mad Genius.
Shit, I ain't been putting over Cena. Get the fuck out of here.
So
Put
anyway,
over one match,
uh-huh.
and all of a sudden I'm a Cena fan.
Yes. Dude, you
That's
admit
bullshit.
we will finish this. We'll finish this off the air. Daniel Bryan said that they've done a lot of talking, but the people do the talking for him, which I thought was a good line. He talked about the Elimination Chamber match leading into WrestleMania. Daniel Bryan says nobody's going to take the opportunity away from him. He's like, nobody's going to be talking about the face, the feller. The champ is here. We, the people, are one more match, so he's referencing all the guys in the ring. They will all be chanting yes. And then Kane's music hits. I keep bringing up this just gut feeling that Kane somehow cost Daniel Bryan the match at Elimination Chamber. I don't know. It's been a gut feeling for a while. I've actually had a gut feel. I had a gut feeling that they were going to make Daniel Bryan wrestle Kane in Elimination Chamber and then later go on to wrestle in the Elimination Chamber match. But I don't know. He got some "you sold out" chants. Kane said that he was in charge of the show tonight. He said it's going to be Orton against Sheamus, and then it will be Cesaro, of course, doing the job for Cena. And it will be Christian against Daniel Bryan. Kane says he's going to stay ringside for Daniel Bryan against Christian. So we get Christian against Daniel Bryan. Kane distracts Daniel Bryan. Christian starts the match with the offense. Michael Cole talked about Kane and Daniel Bryan having major problems. The reason why I bring that up is because these are some of the things that I've been noticing for a while, that I think somehow Kane gets involved, and if CM Punk doesn't come back, then maybe they slide Daniel Bryan. They slide him into the match with Triple H at WrestleMania, because who else would they slide into that match? Mad Genius.
You said what?
Who else would wrestle Triple H if CM Punk doesn't come back? Just Daniel Bryan, right?
It'd be Daniel Bryan unless they really hit the switch and they go with Roman Reigns.
They would not go with Roman Reigns. No, I don't see that. But I guess maybe they would. Slight chance, but I don't see that. It would have to be Daniel Bryan or maybe the Big Show.
Oh, fuck me, Big Show.
But no, I'm just realistically, those are probably the only two guys.
Well,
that's why I'm not interested in WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, WrestleMania has really been. We may feel different after next week's Raw, but it's been disappointing so far.
Shit.
So you got to keep an open mind, dude. You know that.
There's no such thing as an open mind with WWE. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, Mr. Oh.
Here you go. Here you go.
Okay.
No, go ahead, say it. No.
Yeah, you're the one that put over Cena tonight, so
No, I said he had a decent match.
Nope.
I never said Cena was a fucking Hall of Famer.
Lex Luger. All right, one thing I did.
Lex Luger.
Okay, so the bell finally rang 18 minutes into the show, which was better than the first 24 minutes of talking last week, I guess. But Christian healed it up during the match. What do we make of that?
Bullshit.
No, I mean, usually they put something behind a guy just turning heel.
No,
All of a sudden, usually they put at least a little something behind a guy turning heel.
They don't put a little something behind anything that they do, barely.
Okay, I agree. Not like they should, but all of a sudden in the middle of the match, Christian's just a heel.
They change directions on a day-to-day basis.
Wait, you know what it might be? Because remember, before Punk left, the plan was for Bryan and Sheamus to face off at Mania, but since they're going to move Bryan into another match, probably end up with Sheamus and Christian. Maybe that's what that was. They
actually might be able to pull off a decent match.
Christian turning heel is absolutely irrelevant to anything.
Oh, of course. But let's be honest, Christian's never gotten fair treatment there.
Oh, so. No, Christian's one of the he's been one of the most consistent workers. He's never been the best at anything really, but he's been one of the most consistent all-around workers that they've had for a long time. This whole time he's been in WWE.
See, I thought this was the best match of the show. Daniel Bryan and Christian. I honestly did. I thought it was pretty good. It's a reminder of how good Christian is, and I thought that they really went well together. See, compare the Christian Daniel Bryan match to the one you guys are putting over, which fine. You guys
Oh,
feel
I
that
can
way?
admit that this match was better than the Cena and Cesaro match.
Okay, good. Now we're getting somewhere.
But the Cena Cesaro match was still a decent match.
I can't go that far. No, I can say that the thing that made the match entertaining for me in any capacity with Cesaro had nothing to do with Cena. That's our disconnect. So we'll hash that out, in the VIP video. But so Daniel Bryan sold the left shoulder during the match, got worked over for most of the match, and I was like, oh, selling a left shoulder. Clearly they may be going somewhere with this. Excuse me. Sure enough, when Daniel Bryan went for the suicide dive, we got the ultra corny flying goat reference from JBL. You guys know I can't stand that. Christian cut off Daniel Bryan a few times, during some of Daniel Bryan's go-to spots, which I liked. That's one thing that some of these guys in the mid-card, where the actual talent is, some of these guys in the mid-card that I've really liked about their matches, CM Punk had a couple like that too. What was the one? Was it with Seth Rollins?
Yep.
Yeah, where the match was not that good.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. When you're talking about your comment about where all that you said the mid card where all the talent is. I think there's I think there's talent in the main event right now. It's just that there's some of them are stale. And I'm not talking about John Cena. I'm not talking about him. I'm saying a guy like Randy Orton is talented. But he's
okay, yes, he's talented, but I mean, as far as the overall talent pool, it's in the mid.
Oh, the majority. There's more.
The majority
the most
of your talent. Yeah. So anyway, I like the fact that Christian kept cutting Daniel Bryan off in some of these go-to spots you're so used to seeing. I thought it kept the match feeling a little fresh. Daniel Bryan reversed the kill switch and pinned Christian for the finish. A little bit of a lackluster finish there, but it's the Hulk Hogan mentality of booking tonight. If you clearly look at it, all of the other matches were booked to pale in comparison to Cena's match. Like, if they would have given Daniel Bryan and Christian the same, parameters that they gave Cena and Cesaro to work with, their match would have blown that away, like by a million miles. It was already better.
Oh yeah, they would have blew it away.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's what we always hear it all the time. I mean, AJ Styles shoot interview. You hear guys in WWE talking about Dean Ambrose who just did an interview talking about it. Christian, everybody puts over Christian as brilliant in the ring when it comes to calling a match.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got a guy in Daniel Bryan in there also who's a very talented worker. You're gonna get matches like this. No matter, I don't think it matters how much time you give two guys like this. They're gonna make something happen.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match. I wouldn't say it was a great match because they weren't given the room to operate to really put together like a memorable, great match. But I liked the psychology of Daniel Bryan. Really showed good psychology in the match, and so did Christian. The psychology in the booking behind all of a sudden he's a heel, just out of nowhere.
In my personal opinion, there's never been a great match in the history of wrestling that hasn't been 25 plus minutes. That's my opinion.
Well.
I can't. I don't. There's never been a
18 minutes. At least 18.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'll qualify a lot of things as good matches, or it was it was a decent match or a good match. Whatever.
Epic matches, I agree. Like super epic matches, I agree for the most part. There's a couple of exceptions to that rule about 25 minutes, but epic, legendary matches, I agree.
Yeah.
There's been some great matches that weren't given time. But they still went out there and pulled it off.
Which, in my opinion, is why I think those matches have the potential to be a great match.
Well, look at the WCW Cruiserweight matches back in the day. They didn't give them much time, and they. But anyway, the crowd was really fired up for Daniel Bryan, of course. After the match, Kane congratulated Daniel Bryan on and I'm quoting him word for word here, on the hard fart win.
Who's Sheamus?
No, that's what Kane said about Daniel Bryan. That he just, congratulations on your hard fart victory. Someone send that in to Botchamania. He did. He's like, I
didn't even hear that.
Yeah, but Kane told Daniel Bryan that he has one more match tonight, and it's against Kane. So we get Daniel Bryan against Kane. Kane worked over Daniel Bryan's left shoulder and ended up getting DQ'd for not breaking on a 5 count. And continued to work over Daniel Bryan's shoulder. Kane Did get some boring chants for the record during the match, which I thought was kind of interesting, but I do think this corporate Kane is fucking boring. Kane picked up a mic and said, yeah, I know, I'm disqualified, like sarcastically. And Michael Cole, of course, pointed out that Daniel Bryan will not be 100% for the Elimination Chamber. So Kane's already done his damage from a storyline standpoint on Daniel Bryan. So our gut feeling was that a month ago, Mad Genius, that somehow Kane was going to really get involved with Daniel Bryan going into the Chamber. We were right with that. But, I mean, it's pretty predictable when you watch the show. I need a break. I'll turn it over to you guys. Now, don't let me talk about me behind my back too much now.
Ain't nobody gonna say shit about you. You're a little paranoid. I don't understand why if you're right. But they're fucking up everything right now. I don't even. It's hard to watch this shit and be interested. Like so hard to just continue to watch this shit.
Sorry, what match were you guys talking about?
Fucking Kane and Bryan.
Oh, Kane and Daniel Bryan. Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Kane looks retarded, anyways. I don't even think he can grow a full head of hair anymore.
Probably not.
And you know what's hilarious about Daniel Bryan though? Is in the beginning, the first segment of Raw, the funniest shit to see is all those other superstars out there, and they let Daniel Bryan come out last, and they had that look on their face like, damn, we all get paid more than him. We all get paid more than him, and look at this pop this dude is getting. And then they all have that look on their face like they're so pissed off because they don't know why. You know what I mean? In their minds, they can't understand why Daniel Bryan is more over than the.
Daniel Bryan doesn't even understand it. It's just something you can't control.
Yes, he does, and in my opinion, everybody understands.
No, he understands why he's over, but he doesn't understand why he is this over.
He's obviously this over because he's the real definition of any kid out there that's aspiring to be a wrestler or whatever it is. All of them could be a Daniel Bryan. That's why.
Yeah, but
and
see,
he's
Daniel
the
Bryan,
average guy.
Daniel Bryan's he's a really humble guy though. Like that's something he wouldn't see or really like point out.
I'm not saying specifically him, but I'm saying it's a clear fact of why he's so over, and I think some of those other guys in the main event and other guys in the locker room definitely see that. So I'm not going to say that they don't know why. They know why, and it pisses them off, and that's that. And that's what I'm talking about, the look on their face, like it just irritates the shit out of them that he gets that reaction.
Oh, it irritates the shit out of fucking Cena and Orton.
Orton the most.
Yep.
Orton the most.
Yep. Oh, there's been stories over the past few weeks about Orton just going backstage after the after shows and just being completely fucking pissed that Daniel Bryan chance taking over the show.
Well, they got huge egos after this fucking long too, man.
Exactly. John Cena and a guy like John Cena and a guy like Randy Orton. And honestly, I mean, Randy Orton seems like it's really bad. There's some self-entitlement there. Like they feel like they're entitled to something no matter if they're over anymore or if they're not over. You know, well, Daniel Bryan's way over than I am, but it doesn't matter because I'm higher paid than him and I've been here longer and I don't want to lose my spot, so I should have the belt and not him. I don't care how over he is. That's how he thinks. I know that's how a guy like Randy Orton thinks.
It's like actors or some shit. I hate to use that term for wrestling, but I mean, instead of seriously, it's like somebody gets a role and they're in the back, like, how the fuck did he get that role? I'm better than him. Shit like that. People probably jealous of Rob Downey Jr. and shit. Get all that money for Iron Man, Avengers.
I mean, it's only natural.
Because in Randy Orton's mind, he's too stubborn and he'll never want, no matter if he's over or not and what's right for business, his stubbornness comes into factor, just like with John Cena. It's the same shit.
Oh yeah, it's a pride and ego thing that goes with it. Nobody wants to face the fact that they're just not as over as another guy or as good as another guy.
Because in their mind, what makes a guy over is not what really makes a guy over, which is what irritates them the most. Is because what they thought would make a guy popular or over with the crowd. It's not what it's not reality.
Well, not even just that, but since Daniel Bryan's like really hit the hot part of his popularity, he's kind of redefined the definition of what really being over in WWE is. Because for the longest, they would just roll guys out there and they would get this fucking mixed reaction, boos and cheers, and it was just accepted by WWE. Like, okay, this guy's still over. They're mostly cheers, you know. He still gets boos, but they're mostly cheers. So the longest, these guys are thinking, yeah, I'm the most over guy. But then you see Daniel Bryan come out there with the pop he fucking gets. Daniel Bryan has redefined what being over is in WWE. Well, him and Punk, because when Punk was over, Punk was white hot. But Punk and Bryan, in terms of the current WWE generation, they've redefined what really being over is. You know, I mean, not across the wrestling world, but just in the WWE world. Because you don't see guys get cheered, or you don't see guys get cheered like Punk and Bryan do.
Yeah, but a guy in a mind like Randy Orton, he's thinking, oh, from the outer appearance, I have a better looking physique than him, blah 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 blah. And I know that's not what it's all about, but that's been fucking stamped in their brains, because that's how Vince McMahon thought for years. Oh well, there's no way this guy can be over because he doesn't look either ripped as fuck, or he's not jacked as fuck, so he's automatically not going to be over.
You know it bothers Vince because it's not something he created either. Oh, you know that gets under Vince's skin if it's something he did not create. He hates.
Well, the Yes and the Daniel Bryan he did.
He said what?
Yes and Daniel Bryan started in WWE.
No, but see, that's not something that Vince came up with the idea for, or like that
but
was
it's still
something Daniel
WWE
Bryan
made. Bryan Danielson from ROH, no, but Daniel Bryan, yes.
But that's not how Vince looks at it though. Like Vince looks at it like, okay, it had to be like one of his ideas or something he pushed strongly. Like
I don't necessarily think
they didn't get behind Daniel Bryan. They're still not behind him.
There's a lot of things that weren't necessarily his idea.
Exactly.
But as long as they were made in WWE, if they were WWE made, they eventually got the push. If they weren't,
but it's the same. It's the same thing with the whole Austin being over thing. How many times have we heard Vince try to take credit for that, and we know he didn't create it, and you know how much that probably bothers him.
Well, but he'll still push it as long. Like I said, yeah, it might bother him a little bit.
Oh, him accepting it and pushing it is two different things.
He'll still give the push to the guy if it was. The main factor to me is as long as it was made in the WWE itself. If it wasn't something created outside of WWE, then he'll never do it. Like Goldberg was never going to do shit in the WWE, and he really didn't, because that character itself was not WWE made. So.
Oh yeah, but I mean it's almost like the CM Punk thing. Like Punk says him and Vince are friends now, but Vince hates the fact that Punk got over like he did, and it wasn't a Vince McMahon idea. Punk isn't a Vince McMahon creation, because Vince likes to strip guys down and come up with all new characters and gimmicks for these guys, and I mean that's why you see guys like when Fandango was at the height of his popularity right after Mania last year. And Vince was jizzing all over himself about that shit because that's a Vince McMahon idea. But you got guys like a Ziggler who just naturally get over, heel or face, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk. They hate it. They absolutely hate it.
He should be thinking, I can make a lot of fucking money.
No, he doesn't.
There ain't all these guys. He can make so much more.
Shit, he's left so much money on the fucking table. The fact that Daniel Bryan's fucking fourth in merchandise sales with this shitty merchandise he has says Vince is leaving a lot on the table.
The bearded hat is fucking ridiculous.
That's probably Daniel Bryan, for a guy as over as he is, Daniel Bryan has the worst merchandise for somebody who has been as over as he has in wrestling history. I've never seen a guy that over with worse merchandise. Ever.
Have you seen that hat, Jay, with the bearded Bill on it?
No.
They have literally a Daniel Bryan hat, and the brim of the hat is made to look like a beard.
Yeah, well, the best merchandising that they ever made was from Mark Henry.
Oh, Mark Henry's is awesome. But I mean, just think about that. You can't think of another guy this over in wrestling history with this shitty of a merchandise.
No, not really.
That says a lot of how much they're just trying to undercut Daniel Bryan. I mean, shit. And they always try to blame it on other shit like pay-per-view buy rates. Well, when did Daniel Bryan headline a fucking main event that didn't have Orton or Cena in it? You know, or where one of those guys wasn't the focus of the fucking show.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, like I said, it just, clearly goes back to, it's just stubbornness and, like I said, it's guys like Vince McMahon and Randy Orton and John Cena themselves included that they have a mold of what makes them to be, there's a mold of what guy can be the top guy in WWE, and regardless if they're over with the crowd or not, what makes them the top guys if they're over with Vince McMahon or WWE bookers and all that shit. And what WWE bookers and Vince McMahon, what's over to a guy like them is someone who has a great fucking physique and couldn't talk worth shit, either. And
so the type of wrestler you like?
No, fuck you.
Then Brock Lesnar, case in point.
Chris Benoit, Dynamite Kid, don't want to fucking.
Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Bobby Lashley, Batista.
I don't like Bobby Lashley for
Jay,
one.
they all fit the mold, bro.
I don't like Bobby Lashley. Brock Lesnar can.
You admitted yesterday you like Bobby Lashley.
No, I don't. Brock Lesnar.
Billy was there.
No, I didn't. Brock Lesnar.
Billy was there.
No, I didn't. Brock Lesnar can wrestle. Brock Lesnar is a fucking hell of a wrestler for one. Okay. Roman Reigns is getting to be a better worker, and it's not just about him being a bigger guy. He has a great look in general. Just his facial expressions and the fucking fucking mean mugs he does. And I just like the guy overall. I think he's going to become a good worker. And Brock Lesnar is one of the most athletic motherfuckers I've ever seen, especially at his size. And I don't even want to hear about Benoit. Benoit's work speaks for itself. One of the most hardworking guys ever in the entire business. I know Bruce doesn't like me to mention him on his videos, but just a fact. Dynamite Kid, by a lot of guys, a lot of the greats, considered to be the greatest in-ring worker of all time. Bret Hart says he's the greatest he's ever seen.
Which I don't agree with.
Well, that's fine, but I'm just saying Bret Hart says he's the greatest he's ever seen in the ring. And Bret Hart's pretty damn good himself.
That snap suplex was nasty.
And for a guy like Chris Benoit to emulate him and almost be as good or better than him at that is saying a lot. But anyways,
cleaner worker than Dynamite.
Cleaner, yeah. But anyways, my point is what's over to WWE bookers and Vince McMahon is how good of a guy's physique is. So and they'll refuse to admit that's not what actually makes a guy over.
That's what's over with you. Let's just be honest about it, Jay.
No, that's not.
Yeah, I mean, hell, even your guy you talk about Benoit. Benoit was fucking jacked.
That's fine. Yeah, that is part of what's over to me. A guy who actually works hard in the gym and works on having a good look, who's not a lazy piece of fucking shit like Chris Hero, who's too lazy to get in shape. Yeah, that is part of it.
Hey,
but
Chris Hero's Chris Hero.
You have to be athletic, and you have to also be a really good in-ring worker. And I have to respect who you are as an actual person too. And no, I'm not saying I respect Chris Benoit anymore. I completely disrespect him. But Chris Benoit, the character that he portrayed in wrestling, was my favorite guy to watch, ever. So.
Shit on Chris Hero all you want. That's fine.
He's a lazy piece of shit who's too lazy to get in shape. Yeah, he's a good in-ring worker.
He's in great shape.
No, he should be better, and he was lazy most of his fucking career and didn't get in shape.
He's in great shape right now, actually.
No.
Yes, he is. If you've seen him now, he's in great shape.
He should be small.
He was in great shape when he was down in developmental as well.
No, not even close.
Yes,
he should be a much lower weight. because he's never
Bro,
going to be a big guy.
when he got released, he was under 200 pounds.
Yeah, well, he should have been smaller because he still looks like shit.
Physically, he's not going to be able to get under that, bro. He's fucking skinny fat, just naturally. Everybody's not going to be able to have the fucking
And like I said,
12-pack abs and fucking 30-inch pecs and shit.
I expect somebody not to be a lazy piece of shit.
Only say the same thing about CM Punk.
No, CM Punk is not a lazy piece of shit. CM Punk actually worked and got his weight down. CM Punk actually...
CM Punk's weight has fluctuated his entire career. If you've watched him, his weight has fluctuated his entire career.
Anybody who wants to make it to the top, that's why it's about that for me to an extent, because anybody who wants to make it to the top knows that part of doing that is what your outer appearance looks like. They know that. And anybody who doesn't do that obviously doesn't give a shit about being the top guy or wanting to get to the top.
Fuck outer appearance. Can you wrestle? That's what matters.
No, does he have a good look and can he wrestle?
Fuck if you got a good look. I'm not judging. I don't give a fuck if a man...
I do.
Yeah, I'm going to sit up here. Yeah, that man, he looks good. No, fuck that. I just give a fuck if he can wrestle or not.
You're misconstruing it. It's does he have a good look and can he wrestle? It's not about if a man looks good, okay?
That's what you're making it out to be.
No, I'm not. I'm saying does he have a good... There's a difference between that and saying does a wrestler have a good look and outer appearance so he can have something that a fan can attract to, and can he work in the ring and put on a good match? That's what it's about. Guys who can just put on good matches will never become the top guy if all you can do is put on a good match.
I don't give a fuck about that.
There's tons of guys that can put on a good fucking match that never amounted to shit.
I don't care if they make it to the top guy or not. I just care about the wrestling.
Well, that's you. That's fine. That's fine. But that's not what makes a great overall wrestler. Yeah, now, if you're talking about a collegiate college mat wrestler or high school wrestler, then you'd be right.
Professional wrestler. I just care about what happens in the ring.
If you're talking about a professional wrestler, it is not just about your in-ring work. No, it's not.
For me, it is.
All right, well, then you don't like professional wrestlers.
Yeah, I do.
You like collegiate wrestlers.
It's called a wrestling. It's professional wrestling, not professional body, not professional who looks the better.
Matt Genius, you're just making stereotypes.
I'm not. You just said it.
Are. No,
you just said it.
That's not what a professional wrestler is. There's a big difference.
Yes, it is.
No, there's a big difference between a professional wrestler and a wrestler. Big difference.
And a professional wrestler is somebody who can get in the ring.
Professional wrestler is about your in-ring work. It's about what kind of look you have, and it's about telling stories in the ring.
Fuck a look! I can give two shits about a look.
Well, then you don't care about pro wrestlers.
A lot of guys didn't have the...
You're wrong. Then you don't care about pro wrestlers.
A lot of guys didn't have the look you would be looking for. Hell, I grew up on the west side of Detroit. I ain't never seen nobody that looked like fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, that's why they were never
to me. I don't give a fuck about Stone Cold's look.
That's why they were never the top. That's not why they were never who Stone Cold was.
I don't give a fuck about Stone Cold's look. That's the point.
But that was part of why
his look. When he got in the ring, he fucked shit up.
Matt Genius, are you retarded? If he had the look and the gimmick that he had, and he just could
work in the ring, fucked shit up. That's all that matters. I don't give a damn. He fucked shit up.
That was part of his gimmick. That's part of why he's over.
Fuck his look. He got in the ring. He got in the ring. He could talk his ass off, and he could wrestle his ass off. Fuck how he looks.
And because he was a beer drinking... No, you're retarded. And because he was a beer drinking redneck, and he looked like a normal guy. Yeah, he was jacked, but
and once again, that is in no way relatable to me, especially growing up where I grew up at the age I was growing up. But Stone Cold is the motherfucking shit because he could wrestle his ass off and he could talk his ass off. Fuck how he looks.
That was not why he was the shit.
He was the shit because of his look? No!
If that's why he was the shit, then Stunning Steve Austin would have been over because he could work better than Stone Cold Steve Austin.
And I like Stunning Steve Austin! Okay, I will gladly admit he was a better worker back then!
That's a good pro wrestler.
It's all about look, then. That's what you're dumbing it down to.
It's about the entire package, not just if you can wrestle.
Fuck how somebody looks!
That's part of the package.
That falls into the sports entertainment shit.
That's what a pro wrestler is.
That falls into that's what sports entertainment is. It's just like saying if a UFC fighter doesn't have the look, he can't fight.
You're retarded. I already won this argument.
It's like saying if a UFC fighter doesn't have a look, he can't fight. Like, come on, bro. Fuck that. If a guy can get in the ring and he can fight, then he can fight. If a guy can wrestle, he can wrestle.
I'm getting
Jay
popcorn. I won.
How did Jay win?
I won.
BJ Penn didn't look like a fucking fighter. He looked like the softest dude in the world. But when he got in the ring,
You're
he tore
saying
shit
that
up.
a pro wrestler is made just by being a good ring worker. You're fucking retarded.
No, I'm not saying that's all it is, but you're saying that look is you're making look to be more important than what it actually is.
Jay, I'm with you. Matt Genius's arguments have been trashed tonight.
How?
You defended Cena.
Oh, fuck you. It's just like fucking Christian. Fuck if Christian has to look. He goes in there and he puts on great matches. Fuck it.
You defended Cena.
The match.
Yeah, well, apparently you like the look.
Here we go.
I will not
That's
let you
nothing
live
to
down
do.
defending Cena tonight, ever.
That's fine. That's
All right,
fine.
good. You stand by that.
I will go on a rampage. I will destroy everything on this fucking show. I don't give a fuck.
Good. You're owning yourself.
I'm not owning myself.
Emma's a better worker than Cena.
You said who?
Emma.
Oh, I agree.
Okay.
I bet she's got tight pussy.
She probably
I'd
does.
be inclined to agree. All right, so the Renee Young interviews the Shield, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. For the record, Jay won. Renee Young brings up.
Think that if you want.
Yeah. I'm rolling.
Fucking bunch of Vince McMahons walking around on the panel and shit. The look. Oh yeah, Sean has the look. You know.
Oh, Sean did not have the look.
How many guys that had the look never made it? Yeah.
No, that's not what Jay said. He said they had to be able to go too. I heard him. You have
I don't
selective
give a fuck about
amnesia.
it if you can go.
Selective amnesia.
How many guys out there could you name that could work in the ring and never amounted to shit?
And I'm pretty sure there are more guys who had the look that couldn't wrestle that never
Exactly.
amounted to shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they weren't the total package.
We agree.
Are you retarded?
Oh no, don't use the total package.
I'm telling you.
Using the total package is a bad reference. Because the total package's little brother was in the ring tonight.
Fucking Ultimate Warrior couldn't work for shit, but he had the look.
I had a pretty good match with Hogan at WrestleMania. Since you're going to talk about great
Oh yeah,
matches.
one good match, Bruce. Oh, here
Oh,
we
that's
go.
not
Thank you
true.
for making
That's
my
not
point.
true.
Oh, wait a minute. Did we not
Thank
see? Did we not see the Ultimate Warrior's match with Savage at SummerSlam?
Savage carried that.
Did
He
you
did.
not see him
Yeah,
know
I agree.
Triple H's pedigree? That's a 5 out of 5-star match just for that by itself.
Yes, he knows Triple H's
Good match
pedigree.
though.
He's the only guy that's dodged Triple H's golden shovel.
Well, Cena's dodged it.
Well, yeah.
Savage greatest of all time.
Savage is the man. Well, folks, for those of you who don't know, off the air we were having a discussion that we're probably going to move Savage up to our greatest of all time.
Yep.
Macho Man Randy Savage, because Stone Cold's been putting over Cena hard, and it's embarrassing that the Stone Cold's putting over a guy who's the antithesis of what he represented. But anyway, Renee Young, who got, she got a lot of airtime tonight. She brought up Reigns' match with Mark Henry. Dean Ambrose said he gave Mark Henry a beating last week, and Roman Reigns looked at him like, dude, you lost. Even though he didn't. Oh, yeah, he did, by DQ. Ambrose asks Reigns, does he think he can do better? Reigns says he knows he can. Renee Young brings up them not being on the same page heading into the match with the Wyatt family. Seth Rollins said they are always on the same page. And he said the Shield are born and bred for war. Ambrose said Bray Wyatt and his little family is an illusion. Their mind games don't work. Roman Reigns said that the Shield doesn't experience fear. They don't back down. Believe that. Believe in the Shield. This was over-rehearsed. They gotta let Roman Reigns show some more personality on the mic, man. I mean, his lines every week are just so overdone and over-rehearsed. You just don't feel any natural. I think the guy has natural charisma. And by the way, D-Style and Lyrical, if you're watching this, go to your Google Plus page. For some reason, the invites aren't sending out alerts. But if you go to your Google Plus page, you should be able to join. And love to have D-Style on. And Lyrical. But, yeah, what do you guys think, man? I think they need to let Roman Reigns show a little more personality.
Yeah. And you got to figure out what role he's going to set into as far as a character.
And by the way, I'm going to read a comment from Luke and Stone because you're being owned in the comments, Mad Genius. He says, how is the guy who claimed Cena had a perfectly clean match and tore the house down going to call anybody else a Vince McMahon tonight?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you're done, dude. You are a true heel.
That's because every time I come on this show, I'm always more over than Mad Genius.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, Grits.
I let you guys have the floor because I have my own fucking channel, Jay. I don't give a fuck.
By the way, Grits caught wind of you defending Cena, and he wants to have a word with you.
Let's go.
Come on, Grits. You know, Grits knows I'm. There he is.
Shit.
Grits, you know I'm always gonna hold it down with Cena. Mad Genius won't. I will.
What's going on?
I didn't lose my balls.
Oh, I still got mine. Don't get it twisted.
Happy birthday, Grits.
Happy birthday, Grits.
Well, happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday, backwoods motherfucker.
Yeah! My nigga Jay in the building. Yeah.
Hey, wait, hey, Grits, I got a question.
What's up?
Does just being able to go in the ring make you a great professional wrestler? Solely being able to go?
No.
Thank you. End of argument, I win.
No, I said that's all I care about.
Yeah, because you don't care about what's a good pro wrestler then. Because you're a bum.
In the ring. It's
you're
about how you carry yourself. It's not always about necessarily the aesthetically pleasing look like you're talking about.
Seattle and you got crabs.
No. Jay just likes big jacked up dudes who rub baby oil all
that's
over
what you
themselves. You're
want
probably
to
a
think.
big fucking Chris Masters mark.
You don't want to think that I'm right, though.
Probably a big fucking Chris Masters mark. Fucking
You
love
stupid
Rob
fucking-
Terry.
You John Cena fan?
Can't wait till Mason Ryan comes back
Mad
on
Genius,
TV.
you stupid fucking John Cena fan?
Oh, no, I'm a John Cena fan.
Yeah, you are. He is.
Mad Genius at the gym.
No, I'm a John Cena fan, even though you were just defending him with me,
Mad
right?
Genius,
Right?
No. I will stick up for Jay because Jay never defended Cena.
Oh my God! Here we go now.
It's true. That's a fact. I never said one thing about what Cena did or didn't do.
You're defending him
I
having
spoke
a decent
about the
match.
match
Did you
as a
not
whole.
defend him having a decent match? Did you not defend the match?
No,
being
he
I
did not.
said the match. I said the match as a whole. I felt was decent. I didn't care who did what. That's what I said.
Oh, you just made my point for me.
But I didn't defend
Unless
anything John Cena
you
did.
said Cesaro
Fuck
had a
John
decent
Cena,
match
fuck
and
John
Cena was
Cena,
a
fuck
part
John
of
Cena.
it, then you're
Fuck-
making my point for me that you
fuck
don't give
John Cena.
Cena. The way you're putting it, the way you're putting it as two guys went in there and had a decent
The
match.
way I'm
That's the way
putting
you're
it-
putting it.
The way I'm putting it is John Cena fans changing the bathroom stall at the gym and listen to Backstreet Boys on repeat.
Nobody's arguing that.
Oh no. I'm the one who always takes heat for what Jay says and Grits. They're like, hey, how can you let this guy? I don't give these guys a script. You know? I don't give these guys a script. They're obviously not as nice as me about things. You know, and
Stupid fucking homeless John Cena fan in front of the Goodwill with a shopping cart in his hand.
Nasty ass dirty green trench coat and shit. Dingleberry in his beard and shit. Nasty ass bastard. Those motherfuckers. Oh, they're beating on big time watching that match on repeat right now, man. Yeah, this is all they fucking. I didn't even see the match. I didn't watch fucking Raw.
It was
I
a tables
working.
match, though.
It was what? They put right back through a table for fun?
Yep.
What happened?
Super Duper Flow 326. I agree with Bruce. Rewatching the match, it's clear Cesaro carried the shit out of that. Last 5 minutes, all Cena did was try for the AA. Cesaro did all these great spots, especially the flip out of the AA. It was a decent match, but not all because of Cena.
Cena worked a decent match.
Okay.
Before I address what the hell Matt Jizza just said, I want to address something else. I caught a comment. I don't usually read the comments on these vids, but I caught one last week. Some bitch ass foreigner motherfucker talking about, Grits, we're tired of you crying, talking about the old school.
Was he on Twitter?
I don't know. He was in the comments on the
I guarantee you if he was, he had an egg-shaped picture.
More than likely. But let me put it to you like this. If you feel like that about me getting up here talking about old school wrestling and how great it was, find yourself a beta tape, pour baby oil all over it, and shove it right up your fucking ass. Ass motherfucker. Don't come up here and tell me you don't. If you don't hear, like my man, but I don't never even go off on motherfuckers like this. But fuck you. Go watch something else. Go watch the latest version of Power Rangers or whatever floats your boat, motherfucker. Don't tell me about you're tired of hearing about old school. What the fuck you want to talk about? 3 hours of motherfucking plugging an app. 3 hours of plugging a fucking WWE network. 3 hours of plugging fucking John Cena doing fucking Make-A-Wish, 3 hours of motherfucking variety show, hot garbage soap opera bullshit. That's what the fuck you want me to get up here and glorify? Fuck you. Fuck you in the short yellow bus you rode in on. I don't want to
Preach
hear
it,
that
motherfucker.
shit. Fuck out of here. Old school all day, motherfucker. The fuck you watch 3 hours of motherfucking soap opera garbage? You gotta go through 3 hours worth of fucking hot garbage just to see Roman Reigns, because that's all that's fucking popping in the WWE right now. You're lucky if you catch Brock or whatever the fuck. I don't watch this shit.
See, this is why I wish D-Star would get in. D-Star has a question for you,
For
Mad
who?
Genius.
Yeah. Let's
Here
hear
we
this
go.
question.
This is from D-Style. You got owned again, by the way. He says, question to Mad Genius. A few weeks ago, you said that CM Punk doesn't look believable. So what is the look in looking believable? Now all of a sudden it's changed. Now Mad
No,
Genius says it has
because I
nothing to do-
responded to him in the comments. I don't know if you can see it, but what I said was, what I was arguing with Jay about was like the physical part of it in terms of like the guy being like fucking sculpted, like a fucking like one of the fucking people out of 300.
Backpedal.
Like Jay's talking about. What I'm talking about in specific with Punk is the way he throws his strikes in matches. The strikes he throws in matches are shitty. The kicks he throws, terrible.
How's that show doing without him, by the way?
You said, oh,
Shitty.
fuck. Shitty.
Okay.
But
Exactly
I like
what
Punk.
I told you. Exactly what I told you. When
Oh
when
yeah,
you-
I like Punk. Don't get it twisted. I like Punk. My only problem with him is he throws terrible elbows and terrible kicks. They look sloppy, and that's what I talk about not being believable with Punk. Punk's a great storyteller. That's why he can pull off a lot of the stuff he pulls off. But the strikes and kicks he throws for a guy who supposedly trains and does MMA training, they look shitty, and that's what I talk about not being believable with Punk.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, I agree with my boy Grits on his rant. It's just ridiculous that John Cena fans rub KY jelly on their nipples and watch reruns of Full House all day. Fucking fuck boys.
All fucking day. All fucking day.
Oh my God. All right,
Beating
guys.
off to
Enough.
Kimmy
All right.
Beating off to Kimmy Gibbler every time she makes a cameo appearance. You try to rub one out before it goes to
Kimmy,
commercial
right.
break.
All right.
Fucking bastards. Fucking tell me about old school.
All right. Since I'm a guy who gives real props when props are due, unlike Mad Genius, the WWE.
Don't give props where they're due.
No. Now remember.
While we're at it, fuck RVD and his sloppy ass elbows and kicks too.
He's 54. He gets a pass.
Grits, can
He
you
did it
believe
when in his prime. Fucking sloppy ass
Grits-
kicks and elbows.
No, he didn't.
As great as RVD is, he threw shitty and sloppy kicks and elbows. As great as he is, he did.
I'm done plugging your channel.
Fine, fine.
He said that.
I'm done.
I'm plugging you.
Don't plug it.
Done.
Don't plug it. Keep plugging Jay's fucking at bigoilymen.com. Shit, go ahead.
He said big oily man.
I can't even hold it in it. I gotta laugh at that.
This whole review is gonna
Even
just
Jay's favorite athlete fits the mode. Fucking LeBron James.
I should just rename this
Not
the
my favorite
Raw,
athlete, fuckboy.
the WWE Raw debate.
Your fucking favorite basketball player, Jay. He fits right in the mold. Big 280-pound,
My favorite
jacked
basketball
up
player is
dude.
Mitch Richmond.
That's Jay's mold. 6'8",
And I won the
6'10",
and I won the
280
argument.
pounds of just
And I
jacked
won the
muscle.
argument, and you're a John Cena fan.
Jay
He's a
has
John
a
Cena
fucking
fan.
fascination for men with muscles.
Now let's think about this. Let's really take. Let's take
And Grit, stop cheesing like that, yo, big ass fucking smile.
No, let's take a moment to sit back and reflect.
You love it.
I shit on John Cena. I was shitting on John Cena again tonight. Mad Genius, or Mad Jizzer, as he is tonight.
Hell yeah, I'm jizzing all over fucking Dixie Carter. I'm jizzing all over these fucking Mark's
John Cena.
girlfriends and moms. I don't give a fuck.
All over John Cena.
Genius.
But Mad Genius has shit on CM Punk. Okay?
No, I'm
And he just shit on RVD.
Notice I said, as great as RVD is,
he
he
showed
threw
his
sloppy
very-
kicks and elbows.
Jay, do you remember about 20 minutes ago where I said, Mad Genius, you own yourself?
Yeah, I remember. And
Yeah,
and,
it's
and
exactly
you
what I'm
know why?
talking about.
Because he has no. Because I've lost all respect for him because his intelligence for wrestling has been thrown out the window because he thinks what makes a good professional wrestler is just being able to work in the ring. Fuck you.
What?
No, I said that's all I care about. Once again, you're taking it out of context.
So you like El Torito?
Maybe if you get your head out of between these guys' giant pec muscles, you'd be able to hear some shit.
What fucking god.
No, so you like El Torito?
Stop fucking motorboating these fucking muscle builders, fucking bodybuilders and shit. Fuck
No,
El Torito.
come on. But be honest. You think El Torito is he should be in the main event?
Fuck El Torito. Motherfucking El
No, you
Generico,
should.
a.k.a.
He can
Sami
work in the
Zayn,
ring.
never had the
can work in the
motherfucking look, but he can
Sami
fucking tear
Zayn
it down
is
in the
a
ring.
bum.
That's all I give a fuck about. If you can wrestle
Sami
your
Zayn
ass
is
off.
a
I'm
bum.
tired of these fucking
Hold on,
promos.
Jay, I
I'm
got
tired of
your back.
motherfuckers who only get pushed because they got big ass motherfucking muscles. I'm tired of that shit. Give me some motherfuckers who can fucking wrestle. Fuck all the
that's
other
terrible.
bullshit.
But don't, first of all, number one, you're misrepresenting Jay's criteria.
Thank you.
But number two,
I'm not.
yes, you are, because he said they have to be able to go too. But number two, if look doesn't matter, then why can't El Torito be in the main event?
You said what?
If looks don't matter, if the look doesn't matter, then
Because
why?
he can't wrestle as good as some of the other guys.
Oh, El Torito can't wrestle. Okay.
No, and I never said he can't wrestle at all. He can't wrestle as good as some of the other guys that
Is he
I
a better worker
personally
than
would want to
Cena?
see in the main event. Yes,
Okay.
but I don't want neither one of them in the main event. I want fucking CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, the Dolph Ziglers of the world, the Seth Rollins, the Roman Reigns, the Dean Ambroses of the world in the main event.
He's starting to
They
save
can
a little
wrestle.
face. He's starting to save a little face.
No,
All right,
I'm not saving face. I'm just
Yeah,
saying it how I see it.
Bruce, I'm sorry, but I just want to make a point clear.
Oh, no.
What?
You make your point, but Jay, before you do, can I ask you a question? Is Mad Genius the only guy in the world that walks backward faster than he walks forward? I mean, he's doing a lot of backpedaling right now.
I'm not doing any backpedaling.
Yeah.
You're like a fucking
I
greyhound
still call
going
Cena a
backwards.
shitty wrestler. I still call him he's a piece of shit. He's the fucking disgrace of any wrestling that's ever existed. But he had a fucking decent match tonight.
That was some nice
And because
moonwalking.
you misconstrue how I actually feel about a professional wrestler, for the rest of the night, you're a John Cena
No,
fanboy.
I just
You're a John Cena
simply
fanboy.
I just
Nope,
simply
nope,
I agree.
No, just listen. I just simply set the boundaries of what you look for in a wrestler and what I look for in a wrestler. You care about fucking looks in wrestling. I care about just the wrestling. That's all you care about.
Nope. Fuckboy, Buckethead, Cena fan, nope.
Go ahead and mute yourself. I don't give a damn. But once
No,
again,
he just put the mic down.
I set the fucking boundary for what Jay looks for and what I look for. Jay looks for somebody who has the quote-unquote look and can wrestle. I just want somebody who can fucking wrestle.
Bums.
They're bums now, right? Okay. Keep going. Because a guy can just wrestle and doesn't have the look. That's some type of, all the times we sit up here and bash other guys for talking about
Bruce,
how somebody
I wanna
looks and
make a
how they
point
look at
clear,
another
though, to the
fucking
comment
man.
section.
That's what you're talking
To the
about.
comment section, when you were in the business of professional wrestling, and you looked at a guy like CM Punk, who came into the fucking Steel Domain every fucking time you guys went to train, and looked like a complete fucking
Doesn't
bum,
matter. Can he
I'm
wrestle?
not talking to you!
Can he wrestle?
I'm talking to Bruce, and he looked like a complete fucking piece of trash bum, and couldn't even work that well. But didn't you find it respectable to the business of wrestling to also work on your look itself and be
Yeah.
able to go in the ring. That was part of it.
Yeah, I lived in the gym.
Exactly.
I mean, you've seen the pictures.
Thank you. It's respect. It's a respect thing to the business itself too, and part of trying to be over as a wrestler. A guy like, in my opinion, a guy like Chris Hero didn't care. It wasn't totally motivated on being as good as he could. He looked like a piece of trash his entire fucking career.
Don't care. Can he wrestle? That's all that matters to me. And to the motherfucker in the comment section making fun of my list, how about I take my list and spit all of your motherfucking pussy? Yeah, I spit on your mom's pussy. Fuck you. Fuck any other motherfucking haters out there. Fuck all of y'all. Fuck this WWE shit. Fuck everything. I don't give a fuck right now.
No, I wanna say something about that right now.
No. That cocksucker can go sit on a fucking dildo. Fuck him.
No, but anybody, look, Mad Genius is on the review. Anybody who has to deal with a lisp and can still articulate the way Mad Genius does deserves credit, not disrespect. So I'll just go ahead and say that.
No, that goes in general, not just for me, but for anybody else on the motherfucking panel.
Except for Jack Swagger.
If the viewers watching don't like us, fuck you. We don't care. Move on. Click the X button. So what? Stop crying about the shit.
Some guy claimed I defended Cena a month ago. I never defended Cena. Never. Ever defended Cena. Nope. All right. The WWE actually gave Emma a video package from NXT. Yeah. Right there with you on that, Billy. So, props to them for showing her background. Look at Gritz getting all... He's getting...
He knows.
Animal instincts taking
That's what he needs he needed that for his birthday.
Santino with Emma against Fandango
I got a
Summer Rae.
package for her, boy.
The actual wrestling wasn't any good in the match. The wrestling was really secondary to Santino and Emma teasing a kiss, which distracted... Yeah, I know. I think it's dumb.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, but it distracted Santino, and we got a distraction finish with Fandumbo going over. So, look, I think Emma's going to be a very good addition to the show, and Mad Genius, you were right on that. So, I don't see it with this other one that you always talk about, Paige. But I haven't really seen her in action.
Paige is the motherfucking shit.
Well, then why isn't she on the main roster?
You tell me.
Okay.
Once again, WWE fucking up.
Well, I think
for a lot of guys.
I think they've really hit a home run with Emma. She's the whole quirky thing. They actually explained her quirkiness tonight, which I thought was good.
Finally.
But okay. Yeah, Billy, I just read the chat room.
Cool.
All right. Oh, Mad Genius is sick of getting owned. He had to drop. I can't find his thing, though. I'll get it in a little bit. All right. So Renee Young interviewed Mark Henry. Renee asked Mark Henry. He came back for more. Figured you tapped out, Mad Genius. But Renee asked Mark Henry how does he think he's going to fare in his match with Roman Reigns. Mark Henry said that he should have won the United States title, but this week it's not about titles. It's not about losing. It's about inducting someone into the Hall of Pain, because that's what I do. So we get Roman Reigns against Mark Henry. Roman Reigns hit a nice Samoan drop on Henry that looked pretty good. Superman punch didn't look like super clean or tight, but it drew a nice pop. A spear, and he basically squashed Mark Henry, which was pretty surprising. An impressive showing for the Roman Reigns character, which kind of tells me they're pushing fast forward with his push a little bit. Dean Ambrose acted a little jealous, after the match, while Seth Rollins was like, yeah, you got him, awesome, And then Dean Ambrose attacked Mark Henry after the match. Roman Reigns, you could actually hear him audibly say, that's weak, dude. He had this befuddled look on his face, and then Bray Wyatt showed up on the Titantron. Bray said the day of reckoning is coming closer. He said he had a childlike excitement about it. He said defeat won't come in vain. He said, Shield, I got to ask you, at the end of the day, is it all worth it? Luke Harper asked them, are you willing to die for this? And then Bray Wyatt said, if you're not, then you've already lost. Very, very good shit right here. Roman Reigns said, I have an idea. Why don't you come out here and talk all that noise? So Bray said, we were actually thinking that exact same thing. And then Eric Rowan said, run. So the Wyatt family come to the ring apron. Bray Wyatt gets in the ring. Roman Reigns goes to the middle of the ring. The Wyatts get in the ring, and then Ambrose and Rollins stood next to Reigns in the middle of the ring. Very cool photo moment there. And then the Wyatts bailed, and Bray Wyatt stood in the aisle laughing. So, nice little teaser for Elimination Chamber. I thought this was one of the most effective teasers that they gave for the pay-per-view. And out of all the matches for the pay-per-view, I love the Elimination Chamber concept. And by the way, that was Eric Bischoff's idea, which Matt Genius always brings up accurately. But I love the concept of Elimination Chamber. Gosh, I wish a guy like Roman Reigns was in that match. But the Wyatts versus the Shield, this is something we've been waiting for a while, and I'm looking forward to that at the pay-per-view. But do they break the Shield up? And see, here's what I say. I came to a conclusion tonight. Roman Reigns should win at Money in the Bank. Like, he should be the next briefcase winner, in my opinion. To me, that should be the target date for really setting him up to give him the belt. I don't think they should really wait too long with this guy, because he clearly has. I mean, you heard there were some Roman Reigns chants in the crowd, and I think those are going to only continue to grow. And I think that at the end of the day, they're going to have to turn this dude face and give him that belt. I just hope they don't turn him face and turn him into Sheamus. Because remember when Sheamus came in and he was the heel and they gave him the belt so quick, and it was like, this big guy can actually work, And then he started hitting moves like White Noise and some of these moves he used in the ring, and it was like, gosh, for a big guy, he's actually not too bad. And then they turned him babyface and Feller, 1-800-Feller, and all this stupid, dumb comedy. That's my biggest fear with Roman Reigns in the WWE, this current era, is that somehow they find a way to fuck him up. But how soon should they push Roman Reigns and put him in that spot? I'll turn it over to you guys for a bit, because we're actually getting pretty close to the end of the review.
You said how soon?
Yeah. Thoughts on when they should turn him, how they should turn him. Should he be a face? Should they wait a year? Should they wait 2 years? Should they go ahead and push him into a big match at Mania?
Honestly,
I think they're setting up him against Ambrose for Mania, personally.
Honestly, in the long run, I honestly would like to see him as a heel. I
don't think you can keep him as a heel.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
What about
that's the best type of baby face that he could be.
Yeah.
Like a baby face with some grit to him.
He would have to be able to talk better to pull that off.
Not really.
I think so.
See, here's but we are judging his mic skills based on what they're giving him. These are overly scripted promos, dude. I mean, they are not.
Oh yeah, I've heard him talk before. Before being on the main roster. I mean, he's an okay talker, but that's when I said earlier they would have to find a role for him to settle in.
Is he the future of the company?
In my eyes,
I think he has a good chance to be.
In WWE's eyes, yes. Well, he's one of the futures of the company.
No, I think that he's being groomed to be the man.
For now. Until fucking until they shove Mojo Rawley down everybody's throats. But which is going to happen. Don't think it won't, people.
See, they're
watch NXT. It's going to happen.
They're putting so much more thought into him than they are Biggie Langston, and that feeds into the stereotype with the company. It's a shame.
Oh, I'll say it now. Biggie Langston will never be better than once. Like all the guys that are there now are gone. Biggie Langston will never be higher than never be higher than 4th or 5th on their list, on their hierarchy. He just won't, because they really love Bray Wyatt. They like Roman Reigns.
Because he's black, man. Fuck all that.
Mm-hmm. Well, not just that. Well, obviously that's probably most of it, but they're higher on a lot of other guys too. Like I said, the guy Mojo Rawley that I just mentioned, they're really high on Mojo Rawley. He'll probably end up being the top face of the company one day. Bray Wyatt, really high on Bray Wyatt. And then Roman Reigns. Like, so at best, Biggie Langston's going to end up sliding in. I mean, fourth, fifth. You know, Daniel Bryan's going to be around for a while longer, even though they're not ever going to push him the way he does. He's still going to be higher on the list than Biggie Langston. Cesaro, he's going to end up higher on the list than Biggie Langston. You know, I mean, Sheamus is getting kind of old. If people forget, Sheamus is like mid-30s already. But yeah, they got too many guys that they look at in the higher regard.
Cena is going to be there until 2023. The year 2023. Nobody else is getting to the top. Nobody else is going to reach the mountain. WrestleMania 47 main event, John Cena versus Randy Orton. Again, fuck all this shit. Reigns ain't going no far. Nobody else that you just mentioned ain't going nowhere far. You done seen everybody else who had the backing of the fans. You done seen everybody else who had the momentum of fan bases all over the fucking country, from the internet to in the arenas. You done seen so many fuckers, from Ziggler to Punk to whoever. None of this shit fucking matters, man. But it's a damn shame what the fuck is gonna happen to Roman Reigns, and.
I don't think they bury Reigns. They've protected the shit out of Roman Reigns in the ring.
That's fine. But eventually, you get to a certain point in this company, and guess what happens? You get smacked in the back of your fucking neck with the golden shovel. That's it, man. Lay the fuck down. Evil Dead Part 19. That's what the fuck happens to everybody up in this motherfucker, man. You gotta lay down, man. Sooner or later, you gotta lay the fuck down, man. And I'm tired of this shit because it's frustrating. You see so many promising young dudes. You see so much talent. You know what I mean? And you know where the fucking industry should be, where wrestling as a whole should be, where the profession should be. That's not where it's ever going to be with the WWE. That's just not what it's going to be. Like Bruce always says, Vince always had this motherfucking mind frame of having some family variety show, fucking midgets and comedy and soap opera, all this side shit going on. Even from way back in the day, he had to incorporate that shit into the business to make it mainstream. It just wasn't oversaturated with that shit back in the day. So, well, what the fuck is really going to happen with Roman Reigns? He's going to get a mega push. And even if they do throw some type of strap on him, they're going to take it off of him. How? By hitting him in the back of his fucking head with the golden shovel, sooner or fucking later. You know what I mean? And we throw that word around, bury and this, that, and the third up here, and we using it in the wrong term, because if you're on TV, you're not buried. If you're in a storyline, if you're in a feud, if you're in a program with someone else who got a little buzz, you're not buried. You know what I'm saying? We use that term in the wrong manner up here, but because of today's climate, when it comes to the wrestling industry, it's morphed. That word has morphed into something else. It means something else. So we're using it in today's terminology and in today's context, because that word buried, it really has a different meaning when you talk about wrestling. If someone was buried, we wouldn't even be able to talk about them because they wouldn't be on fucking TV. Austin Aries is fucking buried right now. You know what I'm saying?
Dolph Ziggler
is fucking buried right now. That's buried. You know what I'm saying? We talk about Daniel Bryan being buried. He's not buried. He's there. He's on TV. He's getting his life. That's not buried. But what we're talking about is reaching that precipice, man. When you reach the peak, when you hit the top of the mountain, you can't get there because you get smacked in your fucking jaw with the shovel. Period. And by the way, Nipple 8 sounds like Christian Bale when he's in the Batman costume.
Yeah, I mean, Cena wants to wrestle, but with how shitty he fucking wrestles, I don't think his body's gonna hold up that long. 10 years, I don't think his body holds up. Because you see over the last year or two, the injuries are just mounting up on him, one after another. I think his body breaks down on him.
I do want to point out, too, I think there's a chance that Ambrose comes out of this as the best member of the three in the long haul, and there's a possibility of that to me.
See, I would have went with Rollins. Because Rollins was their number one developmental guy when they were all down in developmental. Even when Reigns was down there, Ambrose, Biggie Langston was down there, Cesaro was down there. All these guys were down there, and Rollins was their number one guy in developmental. So I think they definitely see something in Rollins too, but they'll probably fuck it up.
Who the hell is the River Phoenix kid that just came in the hangout?
Phoenix. That's Justin.
What's up, Justin? Yeah, it scared the shit out of me, man. I see somebody.
Hey, you going, Brett?
What's going on, man?
From down under.
Yeah. Yo, how old? Oh, no, don't say your age up on here. But damn, man, you running with the Sharks, man. You running with the Wolves right now. Let your voice be heard, man. We need some.
No, hey, Justin, know how Mad Genius lost all respect tonight. Go ahead, Justin. Tell Mad Genius how he lost everyone's respect.
Yeah, don't hold back. Get on that motherfucker, man.
Who lost everyone's respect? Who's this?
Mad Genius.
No, this could be your first night and last night. All
No,
the same night.
No.
He may replace you.
No, Justin, I will guarantee you from my word, Gritz's word, and Bruce's word, this will definitely not be your last night. Just speak the truth about how Mad Genius got his ass fucking owned.
Well, from what I can gather, because I joined later. I've been busy sort of with school and whatnot. But you for some reason decided to support a cereal box cover. You decided to support Cena.
I fucking hate Fruity Pebbles.
The only I personally don't know anyone on this panel that would seriously go to the supermarket and start cheering for their favourite cereal.
This kid is over already. Actually, first of all, he sounds like a James Bond villain, so you're already over with me.
You're like the kind of person that's likely to see someone that you think looks like your favourite celebrity, favourite wrestler, and you go up and get a photo, and then 5-10 minutes later you realise, oh shit, I mistook him for someone else. They were nice to me. You really. Do you know what I mean? Like you really, honestly, how a full grown man like yourself, and for someone with such great wrestling knowledge, could decide to support someone who's most famous for taking over Fred Flintstone on the box. Honestly, like it's just nothing. Come on, man.
First, for the record, I'm not supporting Cena. I said Cena had a decent match tonight. It's still fuck Cena till the day I die.
Did he take one flatback bump?
Yes.
Oh, 5 stars. 5 stars.
Yeah,
definitely not a 5-star match. It wasn't the best match on the show. I even admitted it wasn't the best match on the show.
He gave the dude a DDT and fell on his ass when he was trying to give a DDT. I mean, come on.
I'm sorry, man.
It was a sit-out DDT, bro.
Sit-out DDT.
What's that? That sounds like something when you're 5 and you don't want to hurt yourself. That sounds like something you do to your teddy bear. Honestly.
Sit-out DDT. It's kind of like how when Batista does the Batista bomb and he rolls backwards. It's kind of just like that.
Yeah, but at least Batista can bump and looks mildly aggressive when he does it. There's nothing aggressive about Cena at all.
Batista lost all credibility when he had them fucking skinny jeans on.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. He looked like some sort of transvestite from a 70s. Like, there was nothing manly about it, let's be honest.
Justin, you're over with me.
God. I'm just trying to think. Oh, I know girls at my school that wear jeans like what he wore, but they look good in them. So
stay away from the John Cena fans at your school, especially if they're girls.
We don't have any John Cena fans at our school.
Oh, good man.
We don't really have many professional wrestling fans at our school, so
can't say I blame them with the fuck shit that's going on in WWE.
There were a couple people in the comments worried about real heat between us. Me and Mad Genius scream at each other sometime off the air. Actually, we're usually more tame on the air than off the air.
Yeah.
So.
And don't worry, me and Jay are fine. Me and Jay do this all the time.
Actually, him and Jay have more heated arguments than.
We had one last night for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
Hey, Grits.
Yo.
That's just the way it is. That's you just if you're boys with someone, you just argue.
For the record, me and Jay don't agree on anything for the most part. We were just talking about this.
Yeah, because everything that I like, Mad Genius picks the polar opposite. That's just at the same level.
Or vice versa, you pick
Or,
the polar opposite.
No, you do that, and then at the same level, just because you can't like the guy that I like. That's what you do.
Has nothing to do with you.
Yes, it does. That's,
It's pure coincidence, bro.
No, it's not.
It's pure
Grits,
coincidence.
I was just thinking, the only reason you could possibly remember this birthday is for the fact that Mad Genius said that John Cena had a good match. Happy birthday,
right?
Grits.
He
I think
fucked
John
it all
Cena
up
had a
for
good
me.
match.
Wait. On the same night, I anointed fucking Savage as the greatest of all time. Don't forget that.
Oh, now he's pandering.
Here
What
we
kind
go.
of- what kind of night is this?
He's flicked on the vacuum. Here we go.
First, I get disrespected by my baby mother for fucking to set off my birthday. Then Mad Jizza comes up here with this bullshit.
Yeah, talk about pandering. Anybody in the comment section that follows me on Twitter and unfollows Mad Genius and unfollows Mad Genius, I will give them a follow back. But only if you unfollow Mad Genius, not just if you follow me.
If you want to
And if
follow
you're
me,
six-
don't expect to get don't expect to follow me again and get a follow back either, fuckers.
But you can only follow Jay if you're 6'6", 280 and Jack.
Yes. He's over with me.
I'm not taking anyone's
All
side
right,
here.
that's it, kid. That's it, kid. Who do you think you are?
All right, moving on
I'm
with
running around leaving scars and collecting my jar of hearts. I'm
Oh,
sorry,
no.
just doing my thing.
By the way, Grits, Nikki actually brought in. You know Nikki KM. Nikki actually brought in Justin.
My man Nicky from Australia.
Yep.
Nice. Good fucking job, man.
All right. Cody Rhodes and Goldust played with toys backstage next.
Wait. Just listen to that.
Mhm.
They played with toys. Your former tag team champions played with toys.
Here's the thing. Here's my stance from that. Like, okay, here. Let me give you my point of view, and of course, living in the past. There was this commercial with Jesse Ventura, Roddy Piper, and the Ultimate Warrior came in at the end back in the day. WWF action figures, so close to the ring. It's like the real thing. Remember that, Grits? Dude, they used to play that commercial all the fucking time. I know you remember that commercial.
Of course, man.
So close to the real thing. It's like being in the ring. And him, like, you had Jesse Ventura and Roddy Piper arguing at each other like they're cutting a promo about the toys. And then at the end, the Ultimate Warrior slammed his hands down. You know, I'm fine with that. You know, I have no problem with that. I really
that's all
don't.
Warrior knew how to do.
But he got over. You know, you got to give him that. He got it over when Hogan was.
Ultimate Warrior's way fucking cooler than any of these bum indie wrestlers you like. Piece of trash.
No.
Fucking wrestlers are garbage.
I'm sorry, I can't get into a man talking about outer
Fucking
space and shit.
Sami Zayn, whoever the fuck that is a bum.
No,
I ain't
dude,
about that
but
outer
here's-
space life like Warrior was talking about.
No, but wait a minute, no, because I'm gonna stick up for the Warrior in this case. Warrior wasn't my favorite wrestler for sure, but one of the things that I think, and this is a good chance to kind of teach some of the younger fans, when you see these videos on YouTube making fun of the Warriors promos, see, the one thing that people don't understand is that character. Warrior used to do comics. Like he's a big comic book guy, and I think he originally had come up with Ultimate Warrior comic, and that's basically what that was. It was supposed to be like a comic book character who's kind of out there, and you know that he was portraying that comic book character. If you've ever heard him talk normally, he's not.
smart
He's,
as shit.
yeah.
Oh,
he's
I like that. I like the Warrior outside of.
And anybody that
Fuck
wants
yeah.
to hate on it can start. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Say it, Jay.
Just for Bruce's sake, I've already caused enough damage tonight.
Fuck
Yeah.
it. Anybody
But,
who wants to
not-
hate on it can suck a dick.
Oh wow.
All right, but so Yeah, but I'm just saying, obviously it works. Everybody wants to hate on it. You really don't know what you're talking about because Ultimate Warrior was probably more over than Hogan was from like mid 1988 to through 1989.
While
He
we're on the
was the most
subject, fuck
over
Hulk
guy in the
Hogan.
company.
Fuck who?
Fuck Hulk Hogan. While we're on the
Of
subject.
course, because he had a good look, but he couldn't wrestle in the ring because that's all that matters. You fuck boy.
Well, yeah. Plus the fact that Hulk Hogan was doing some real sneaky shit behind the scenes. Fuck Hulk Hogan. His politicking ass.
All right, before Grits unmutes himself, I want to finish this segment. Goldust talked about putting butterfly wings on his pet hamster. You know, it's a Goldust character. Did I call him Goldberg? Why do I feel like I just called him
You said
Goldust?
Goldust.
Okay.
But you guys are all wrong. It's Dustberg.
Yeah. Bad news. That would be Ryback. But bad news. Barrett showed up. He kicked the toys off the table. One thing I do want to point out. One of the reasons why I wanted to bring up the segment is Goldust pointed out that the Undertaker was over there on his Harley. Oh, please let that be a signal that American Badass is going to. Yes, I would love to, because I think the regular Undertaker character's kind of fallen flat at this stage.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Honest to God, this is my opinion. People will probably I'll get some hate for it because they'll think I'm disrespecting one of the greatest of all time. But Undertaker, his gimmick, his Deadman gimmick, at WrestleMania has been stale for the last three WrestleManias at least.
Leading up to the match, yes. Like literally the best.
The match itself has been incredible.
Good,
I'm saying the gimmick though.
Well, no, I don't think the matches have lived up to the matches he had with Shawn. Let's say that. But I'll say that the best build that he had in the last 3 years was when him and Triple H didn't say a word. You know, when they had him trying to cut promos, it was like, he doesn't even feel this. Give him a character that he can really sink his teeth into. And I think if they bring Undertaker back as the American Badass, I would fucking really like to see that.
You know why it makes more sense too? All of the videos we've seen with Undertaker at the MMA events and whatnot, he was wearing what he would be wearing during that gimmick.
Yes.
So
Don't even call him the American Badass. Don't call him the Dead Man. Just let him be who he is as a person in real life.
And just call him the Undertaker.
Or I was gonna say, just call him Taker. Just let him be Taker. Let him be himself as a person. Come in there and fucking put on a 5-star match at WrestleMania.
I would love for him to come out and cut a promo and literally say that, the past few WrestleManias have been great, but I've been reborn again, and this year I came to fuck shit up. And then have him, beep it out. Be ready to beep it out on live TV. And I think just a little thing like that would get people excited about the
Well, he'll have to wreak havoc on 3MB, Brock Lesnar style, if he really wants to do that shit.
Yeah. All right, I'll turn it over.
I just have one thing to say. The only thing I can think is that in this stupid PG era, they could just twist his character from being the American Badass and just replace the word bad with something more positive for the children, like kick.
The American,
just something stupid like that. The American kick-ass.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So there is that positive aspect, but WWE being WWE could just simply be being a tease, or they'll bring him back and they'll alter his name in some way.
He'd be the American bad man. Take the ass all the way out.
The bad guy, yeah. Well, you know who the American grab ass is. It's the guy that Mad Genius has been putting over all night. But
actually, it's Shawn fucking Michaels.
This God.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I told Grits to wait a minute before he responded. You have apparently, Mad Genius just hasn't had enough abuse tonight. Dude's talking shit about Hogan, man. Go ahead, Grits, get him.
Grits ain't got shit to say because I anointed fucking Savage as the greatest of all time. He can't say shit to that.
After next week, I'm done with Hogan too.
Come on, Grits.
You can't. What do you say to a guy who anointed Savage as the greatest?
So next week, and then what's going to happen with Hogan?
Apparently, he's confirmed for next week. Apparently, and I don't know. He's supposed to be like the host of WrestleMania. So that's the capacity they're going to use him in, obviously, to put fucking Cena over. I don't know. Taker's supposed to be there next week too. So who knows? If Brock Lesnar shows up, I don't know. That's still up in the air.
Oh, he will.
I hope he is. See him fuck some shit up.
He's the only thing worth watching.
Grits must have taken a phone call.
I don't know what he doing.
All right. We'll give Grits a chance to respond to your Hogan hate.
Oh, please do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You want to get owned even more in one night?
I know.
Look, here's the
Kidding
thing.
me?
I stand by what I say. I ain't scared of nobody and what nobody got to say.
Okay.
No, that's just you're just blind.
Kofi
Deep down
Kingston.
inside, it's fear.
Next, we got Kofi Kingston against Jack Swagger. The crowd was really into this match. You know, they started chanting JBL and CM Punk. By the way, when the CM Punk chant started, you could literally hear the sound turn down.
All right, can we get back to the Raw review?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. You could literally hear the sound
No,
turn
really.
down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Kingston and Swagger. But I just don't find enjoyment in Swagger myself. The match didn't do it for me.
His last name is Swagger.
Dude, I can't. I don't even. If I could just take Swagger out of Raw, I think it'd be a better show. But they had him go over with the ankle lock, which is they're trying to build him up now for this Langston match. And so we got Biggie Langston, Jack Swagger confrontation. Langston comes out, Swagger backs down. Him and Zeb Coulter stay ringside. So we get a really odd match, probably one of the worst moments of
It's an
Raw.
odd segment. You got the most racist motherfucker in the company right now. Sam Coulter during Black History Month in a feud with fucking Biggie Langston.
Yeah, other than John Cena wrestling tonight, this is probably the second worst part. But we got Biggie Langston against Drew McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. Zeb Coulter stayed on the mic throughout the match, trying to distract Langston. McIntyre and Mahal worked over Langston for most of the match. He sent McIntyre out of the ring, a couple clotheslines on Mahal, belly to belly on both guys. Langston hit the big splash on both guys and then suplexed Mahal into McIntyre, and Langston hit the big ending on both guys for the finish. And I just think the thing fell flat. It was really weird. It felt really hot shot-ish, like there's really nothing behind it. But so next we got another Cena promo. It wasn't enough that it came out at the beginning of the show. Last week I made clear, bold statements to the entire roster. He said, right now it's filled with promising superstars that I plan on burying real soon. And he said, Orton is clinging to the belt as his only source of his identity.
Irony.
Yeah, isn't that the pot calling the kettle black there?
Anybody remember Damian Sandow?
Yeah. He said, if they think they're the future, whatever, they're going to have to go through me. Well, no shit. I mean, this guy's got a graveyard of careers that he's buried. But and then he finished it with just wholehearted, robotic, monotone bullshit. Tonight we will see what Cesaro is made of. Like, literally, that's how he said it. Almost, verbatim.
He sounds like one of those people you have on a TV show that speak about what previously happened on an episode just to try and hype you up, except he doesn't have the hype.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to him.
Nick Cannon.
Yep.
Yeah. So we get John Cena against Antonio Cesaro, the most overrated match of 2014 already. Of course the shit factor went over. Cena, he was lumbering around the ring, wasn't crisp on the mat wrestling reversals, was heavy on a lot of Cesaro's moves. Some of you will know what I'm talking about there. He botched some moves, really botched that DDT bad. I thought Cesaro had a really good showing. He was allowed to do more, but of course only because he was wrestling with Cena. They're like, hey, go make Cena look like $1 million. And anyone who can't see that Cesaro absolutely carried this fucking match, again, go back and torture yourself and watch it again, and just watch Cena. Don't even look at what Cesaro's doing. Just focus on Cena the entire time. The This Is Awesome chants, again, I think there should be a prerequisite that all wrestling fans should have to watch truly awesome matches. I don't know. I'm just being a little picky.
That This Is Awesome is so out of line for that match.
It is, and it's becoming redundant.
Along with a lot of other matches that get This Is Awesome chants nowadays, just for the record.
They started chanting "Holy shit" for a breakaway table side suplex tonight. That's how easily entertained today's wrestling audience is, but which fine.
I don't know if it is. I don't know if it's that or as much as it could be to me that the wrestling fans, they want wrestling to be really fucking good again, and they know deep down that it's not that good, but in their minds they start giving the chance to those matches to give them the feeling of that it's still good shit, if you get where I'm coming from. I'm not saying that's the whole crowd, but I'm saying that is part of the crowd and that does it for that reason.
Well,
if they start giving This Is Awesome chants or Holy Shit chants, it reminds them of the past and the good times that they had watching wrestling and makes them, it helps them. You guys get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, they jump the gun a lot of times. As soon as they see a fucking false finish, they start chanting it.
Oh, this match had plenty of them.
Want it to be awesome.
Cena kicked out at 2 with everything, but obviously he went over. And where am I getting that echo?
That's Justin.
Oh, okay. Was the match awesome? No. Antonio Cesaro was. Okay, that's my stance, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I talked about Cena botching that DDT. That was terrible, dude. That DDT. He was botching all types of shit. Like I said, after the show, we'll go ahead and film a video where we go through it. Did anyone honestly think that Cesaro had a snowball's chance in hell of going over? Right when they announced the match,
world.
No, yeah.
No, I did if it wasn't clean.
No, I didn't think he'd go over whatsoever against Cena. Because when Cena...
Well, you said a snowball's chance in hell. I think there was a snowball's chance in hell that he could have won if it wasn't clean, but yeah. It didn't. I knew he was going to lose anyway. It's just because of the circumstances. Because he won on SmackDown against Orton, they weren't going to let him beat both of them. But yeah,
yeah. I mean, even in the promo Cena had just cut was the type of promo he cuts when he's going to win a match. He tips the booking hand. Tonight you'll find out what Cesaro is made of. I'm like, but Cena's winning. Like right when he cut that stupid fucking promo, he's cut
just like when he told The Rock he had to win at WrestleMania 28 and then he got his shit pushed in.
No, that one was completely different because, because he came at it from a standpoint of this is the biggest match ever. It was all building, the size.
And for the record, The Rock was pissed as fuck after the Mania 29 match just for the record. He was pissed as shit because they changed how they were going to book the match on the day of WrestleMania. And it wasn't how Rock wanted to do it, but at the end of the day, they changed it, and he still had to do fucking business. Just saying.
Yeah, is that confirmed?
Yeah, look it up. Look up Rock angry after WrestleMania 29. Just put it in your search engine. It has a full article about it or some shit, or a paragraph. I can't remember.
All right. But yeah, you knew Cena was going over because, Paris thought WWE does something fresh and, different. The biggest problem I have with Mad Genius's stance on this match is, I think, Mad Genius and some other people are going to enable the pro Cena, pro WWE faction out there. And the WWE themselves to what's going to happen is rather than giving Cesaro the bulk of the credit and the lion's share of the credit when he obviously deserves, in my opinion, all the credit, but just, to be political about it, the lion's share of the credit, it's just going to be that Cena had a good match. See, Cena can wrestle good matches, and that fucking irritates me. Because no, he can't.
I don't get it twisted. Cesaro's a fucking animal.
Yeah.
I don't get it twisted. Cesaro could wrestle with anybody, any style.
I'm ready to get this thing done so we can do that video, dude, because I've got so much to point out. But I'll finish my point on this match by saying this. You give Antonio Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler, you give Antonio Cesaro Roman Reigns. Give him Roman Reigns, who's still green as grass. Give him Randy Orton. Give him Daniel Bryan. You know, give him Bray Wyatt. Give him Luke Harper. Give him... Fuck, I'd probably even go as far as to say Jack Swagger, which many people will know that's probably a stretch for me because I don't like watching Jack Swagger wrestle. Give him Sheamus. I mean, you literally could give him the locker room. Anybody, either one of the Usos. I mean, there's so many different guys. And you give Antonio Cesaro the same framework of a match, and you give him the same framework of a match with anybody else, and it would have been better. Way better. And I stand by that, and I think Cena's fucking trash.
Well, I'd agree with it. Would have been better with somebody else in there.
Way better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Cesaro's already had some really good matches that people just haven't seen. I mean, he's had matches with Sheamus and fucking Orton
but
and
dude,
Ziggler
what
on
does
main
it
event.
say? See, this is why I'm like...
No, I'm not saying... I'm just saying that Cena had a decent match. That's what I'm saying about this match.
No.
I'm not saying that Cesaro...
No.
You know he goes in there with anybody else and has a way better match. That's obvious.
Dude. Cena fucking sucks. He did not have a decent match.
Cena still sucks.
Cesaro is going to need back surgery from how much he carried Cena tonight.
Still don't agree with that part. But...
Okay. All right. Let me think of a couple examples. When Bret Hart wrestled Lex Luger in WCW, for me, the fact that Lex Luger was in the match, they were shit. There's some people that'll tell you that he had some great matches with Lex Luger. Not me. Because I think Lex Luger ruins everything when he's in the ring, or when he was. Why would those have been considered good matches?
Oh, Bret, obviously.
Okay. Let me think of some other examples. Why is it different? You know, Daniel. Okay, remember that match on SmackDown that you told me about, which I ended up watching. Daniel Bryan and Ryback. Was it because Ryback had a decent match, or was it because Daniel Bryan carried him?
Oh, Bryan carried him in that match, obviously.
Fucking Cesaro carried him, dude.
Cena had a decent showing tonight. I'm not saying Cena was amazing tonight.
Chris, are you back yet? No. I don't know. I'll let the panel talk. I'm exhausted talking about this. I want to hash it out with you with the footage so I can point out every little fucking thing that I saw.
All right. That's what I'm waiting on.
What is it going to take? What's it going to take for this guy other than injury for him to, relinquish his spot?
Nothing. Fucking Atom Bomb wouldn't do it.
There's nothing entertaining to it at all.
Cena would have to lose both legs and arms.
I mean, as I don't know whether I've spoke to any of you guys about it before, but I was 9 when this guy became champ, and from basically that point on, there's been nothing more than him at all. So, AMG, take it for a minute. Where do they go with Cena from here through WrestleMania, and the same with Cesaro?
Are they going to put him in a match with Swagger? You know, and then you guys give your comments on where you want him to go.
As far as Cena, obviously, they're headed towards Bray Wyatt after Elimination Chamber. They've been building that one up. That's why they've been pushing Bray Wyatt so strongly since, before the Rumble. Shout out to Bray Wyatt. This pay-per-view is going to be the last pay-per-view. He probably picks up a win and looks credible because Cena's going to bury him, of course. And in terms of Cesaro, there's always, and personally, I don't think they're going to do anything with him. You see these reports, like the one from last year where, they didn't like Cesaro. And then, all of a sudden there's reports now that they like Cesaro. I'm not seeing it. I see it in Cesaro, obviously, but I don't think WWE does. I don't think they'll ever push this guy. Cesaro deserves to be a guy who main events. Not necessarily, all the time put the company on the back guy, but he deserves to be a guy who gets some main events. And even a small championship run for Cesaro, I wouldn't mind if he was booked right. But they're obviously not going to book him the right way. The big thing with him is they're just going to keep putting emphasis on that fucking swing, which I fucking hate the emphasis they put on it. I don't mind the swing itself, but it shouldn't be as important as they make it out to be. Swagger, I don't know what they do. Swagger's going to lose to Big E Langston. I mean, as much as Big E Langston being black is a big factor, they like him a lot more than they like Swagger. So he's gonna retain that belt against Swagger, and Swagger and Cesaro. Fuck, I have no interest in that match outside of Cesaro. So I don't know where they go with him.
Jay, you want to go? Is he there?
No, I don't know where Jay went.
Oh, here he is.
Oh, my bad. What were you guys talking about? Sorry, I know Bruce and Grits are gone. It's kind of hard to keep the Raw review going when it's just you guys two. But yeah, what were you guys talking about?
No, where do you think they're going with Cena, and where do you think they're going with Cesaro?
I think they're going in a direction of him facing Bray Wyatt with kind of the assistance of Hulk Hogan in his match. I think Hulk Hogan's going to be the WrestleMania guest host, but I think you're going to see Hulk Hogan at the end of John Cena's match raising his hand. And I'm not trolling. I honest to God think that.
You can see it a mile away.
Yeah, I just had that same thought.
So that's what I think that they're doing with Cena. I think that they're going to have Daniel Bryan and Triple H. I think that Roman Reigns, they're going to have a triple threat match with The Shield. Roman Reigns is going to go over in the match. And they're eventually going to use that at the beginning of his singles push. I think that Batista is going to go over on Randy Orton in the championship match, and I think Brock's going to have the best match of the night with Undertaker and lose to Undertaker. That's what I think.
I don't know, man. That Shield match could steal the show.
I think that Brock and Undertaker are capable of having one of the best matches, like one of the greatest matches we've ever seen. I sincerely think that.
At this point, and I'm not saying it's definitely not going to be Brock Lesnar's fault, but my doubt would be with Undertaker.
If he's capable of doing what he did with Triple H, I'm not. Yeah. I don't doubt it. So.
Yeah, but the things that were different with those matches, he worked those matches out with Triple H.
Match of that card.
He worked those matches out with Triple H and Shawn Michaels way beforehand. Like, those matches were extremely
I guarantee you, right? I'm saying it right now. This is whatever, February 18th. Match of WrestleMania card is Brock Lesnar and Undertaker. Okay, that's fine. I can already see the direction you're going. That's fine. You can disagree. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I'm calling it as of February 18th, 2014. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see.
Where do you guys sit as far as, do you guys have a problem with Lesnar putting over Taker, or as far as a believability standpoint,
not
would you
really.
rather Lesnar?
Yeah, Lesnar's not into the street.
It doesn't hurt Brock Lesnar at all anyways. So nothing in WWE really hurts Brock Lesnar's credibility regardless of what anybody thinks, but
yeah.
I think that's a win-win for both of those guys, and there's there's a real backstory to it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I just seeing it the way they've booked Brock, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't think anyone would be surprised if he doesn't go over.
oh well, yeah, he's not
But this
going
could be
to.
the one thing that maybe they could pay it off. Maybe he could go over. I don't see it happening, but there could be that outside chance.
I think Undertaker has enough respect to let Brock beat him, but not at this point in his career.
Yeah.
If we were talking about a Brock Lesnar from his younger days, in his prime, and an Undertaker at the end of his career like he is now, no question. If this was Brock Lesnar, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar from 2002, then yeah, but not now. I think the respect factor is there though with Undertaker. I just don't think it's right for business to put Brock Lesnar over.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't top of the streak, but if he does, to me, there's obviously two guys who he would do it with, and it's Cena or Roman Reigns. And those are a long shot to even happen. Oh, let's see. Yeah, keep it.
Who else, Mad Genius? I know you sort of read a little bit, but who do you think? Who else do you think could be coming in for Mania of major notoriety?
I mean, no. There's word about Ultimate Warrior versus Ryback, which doesn't interest me in the slightest.
No, from what I've read, the Warrior will have an appearance because he's going to be in the Hall of Fame and he's going to make an honor appearance at WrestleMania backstage with Hulk Hogan. Kind of like how The Rock and Stone Cold appeared face to face at 27. They're going to have Warrior and Hulk Hogan face to face backstage at this WrestleMania, and that's it. They're just going to have like a short 2-minute segment or minute segment with Warrior.
Is this the Twilight Zone? Am I in a bad Twilight Zone rerun?
Yeah.
Justin, I'm getting a bad echo.
Oh, sorry, man.
WWE, yeah, it's the Twilight Zone.
No, with you guys.
What?
Jay, what are you talking about? There's nothing that they could do to hurt Lesnar. They hurt him right off the bat.
No, they didn't.
They didn't hurt him by having him put Cena over.
That to me, that doesn't ruin his credibility at all.
It ruined his character. You did
Brock
not.
Lesnar, the character, yes.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar, being Brock Lesnar, the UFC former UFC heavyweight champion, no.
But it hurt his character.
Yeah, to people who are new to Brock Lesnar.
And then they wouldn't give him a clean win over.
Bruce, are you kidding me? You lost respect because of WWE.
No, I lost respect for the way that they are presenting him. Yes.
I have not lost one bit of respect for Brock Lesnar.
I didn't say him. I said I lost respect for the character.
All right, that's fine.
And they and then they clearly don't respect him when they wouldn't give him a clean win over Triple H.
No, they respect him. They just don't. No, listen, they respect the fuck out of Brock Lesnar. They just don't like that he was he was successful.
His
in
first
other
good
ventures.
match that he had was with CM Punk.
Like I said, they respect Brock Lesnar. They just don't like that he was successful in other ventures outside of WWE.
Is that why they brought Edge out to shit on him?
Bruce, Vince McMahon respects Brock Lesnar.
I don't believe
He's just trying to spite him. You don't think that Vince McMahon doesn't respect The Rock, but he wants to spite The Rock for being a successful movie star?
Oh, of course.
He respects him, I guarantee you. He respects Brock. He just wants to spite him for being successful.
And then you're going to say that The
WWE.
Undertaker, you're going to say The Undertaker respects Lesnar after what he did after the Cain Velasquez fight? No.
What do you mean? Respect doesn't have to go on with liking
That was completely
somebody.
Disrespectful.
Respect doesn't have to go with disliking somebody. But I will say this, when it pertains to The Undertaker, you have more of a legit case about not respecting him than I would say WWE or Vince McMahon, because Undertaker has a disrespect factor for Brock Lesnar because he feels like he had the whole future in front of him of being the man, and because he couldn't handle being on the road so many days out of the year and the schedule of WWE, he left. And I know Undertaker doesn't respect that about Brock. So there you have a legit case. But I still think that Undertaker does have a decent amount of respect for Brock Lesnar. I think anybody in general has respect for Brock Lesnar, to be honest with you.
I thought
That's
that
just
was an
my
asshole
opinion.
move. I thought that was an asshole move what he did after that fight.
What Brock did to Taker or Undertaker?
No, what Undertaker did? He just got done getting pummeled by the guy who's become the man in the UFC heavyweight division. That was very
Like I said, you
disrespectful.
have a legit case for with the respect factor
Okay,
with Undertaker.
all right.
I'll
We've
give
come
you
to
that.
common ground. Okay,
Huh?
we've come to common ground.
Yeah.
All right. Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, and Alberto Del Rio were backstage. Orton and Triple H talked about Orton doubting himself, blah, 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 blah. Orton said that him and Triple H carried Batista. Sure. Batista tells Orton he's not the face of the WWE, he's the ass. And the echoes back. And Randy Orton walked away. Alberto Del Rio showed up and told Batista that he does believe he's an animal now.
Fucking shoved the fuck out of him.
Yeah, he did. Like,
Pushed the fuck out of that guy.
Let me show you what time it is. Del Rio told Batista at Elimination Chamber he'll rip his arms off, and like Jay said, Batista gave him a pretty stiff shove as the segment ended. Next, we got a failed Titus O'Neil promo.
Yeah, he failed. It pissed me off, too, because he got off to a halfway decent start, and it just failed as it went on. Got epically worse.
Yeah, now they're going to have Titus wrestle Darren Young, apparently.
Should have turned Titus face. Should have left him face.
I agree.
I do agree that he had gotten off to a decent start, then he just, like, forgot his line or something there.
Yeah, and then his voice cracked at the end because he was getting too excited.
Yeah, he pulled a Brock Lesnar.
Except for he didn't.
The Crow. I start calling him the Crow.
Damn it, that's a battle cry.
That's a battle cry. All right, now Mandatories and Sin Cara against the Wyatt family. The match wasn't anything special, basically just a way to make the Wyatts look strong going into the pay-per-view, and Bray Wyatt got the finish on Sin Cara with the sister Abigail. There wasn't much there.
Except for the Wyatts are retarded compared to the Shield.
I would not go that far.
I would.
I think Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper are the real deal.
Nope.
Yep.
I won't admit it.
Billy Gunn against Jey Uso. Really, the
Wyatt.
wrestling took a backseat to Jimmy and Road Dogg arguing on the commentary. Jay went over with a roll-up, and not the Jay on the panel, but Jey Uso.
Yeah, because I only go over with F5s.
Billy missed the famouser. He rolled him up for the finish. After the match, the Usos took the New Age Outlaws out with a super kick and a dive. And, by the way, there were CM Punk chants during the match. I thought it was funny how they went to the replay of the finish, and then there were the CM Punk chants.
Yeah, so Jerry Lawler didn't have to start saying, "Go away, you fucking bum." Although
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about a guy who suffered from a heart attack not that long ago.
He's still a bum.
Yeah, he
Sheamus.
kind of is for saying that.
He's always been a bum. Sheamus promo. Sheamus actually admitted that his comedy sucks. This is what I took from the promo. He actually admitted that his comedic side is terrible, and that his aggression is what he plans on showing from now on. I didn't understand half the promo at best, but I did catch that. That's what I took away from it. So we get Randy Orton against Sheamus. During the match, Randy Orton gave Sheamus a side suplex on the announce table. In the announce table, again, I hate the fucking breakaway tables. Just have him pull out a wood table under the ring, will ya? It didn't break away right. You gotta love them fucking shitty-ass breakaway tables. And the crowd chanting, holy shit. I mean, come on. Really? Is the bar been lowered this far down? But at least Orton set up the table spot without clearing the entire table off. He made it look like he was going to use the monitor to hit Sheamus, and the announcers put it over as just that when he was just trying to move it out of the way, which, again, I don't understand why the announcers can't just move him out of the way, but I don't know. A lot of people read this as someone listened to us, but, Randy Orton's got good ring psychology, so maybe it's just coincidence. I don't know. I'll be humble and just say that, but at least they did that. But the Shield attacked Sheamus as he set up the bro kick. John Cena's stupid motherfucking bum ass came down and waddled out for the rescue, and here came Daniel Bryan, who's all of a sudden Cena's best friend, And then the Wyatts appeared in the ring and started fighting with the Shield, and all of a sudden all the Elimination Chamber guys appeared in the ring, and they went with the WCW finish with everybody fighting in the ring. And by the way, WCW at its worst still was drawing better ratings than Raw now, but yeah, typical finish. You know, I mean, when I look at the show as a whole, at least they shut the fuck up and wrestled a little more during the show. I'm a fan of Emma. I was a fan of some of the matches tonight. Cena fucking ruins everything. The finish was kind of lackluster. I thought the build for some of the matches just felt rushed. Overall, I'd give Raw like a 5 out of 10. It was definitely better than it has been, but you know, still nothing. You know, where I was like, wow, that was great. I feel like we're headed into WrestleMania 30. I think that no matter what, we're going to have that feeling next week because they're going to have the Undertaker and Hogan supposedly, and maybe Lesnar. But even though they've used all of his dates up, right, Mad Genius?
Yeah, I think they have.
Yeah, but they'll talk him into showing up.
Yeah.
You know, for instance, like you go back to Bret Hart, like they're, you know, even with the Montreal Screwjob, they had used up all of Bret Hart's dates, and he was still, you know, loyal enough to the company, even though he was leaving.
Yeah, but Brock don't give a fuck.
No, Brock will show up. They'll give him some extra money.
Yeah, you know they will. They'll give him like 10 grand, otherwise he's not coming.
Oh, they'll get more than 10 grand. That dude's pulling into bacon.
Yeah, he's the highest paid guy. Just not, I don't know about everything combined, but when you talk about just WWE, everything included, but mainly just because of his contract, he actually is the highest paid guy.
But yeah, you know, overall, I mean, you know, we did a lot of arguing tonight, and we're not done. Once we go off the air, we're gonna do some more, but it's whatever, dude. Fucking, we're talking about this era. You know what I mean? It's just not that good. What do you want me to say? It's not that good. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. Fucking
And as much
WWE.
arguing as there was tonight, let's not forget what you always say about this being subjective.
Yeah, I don't really feel that way tonight.
I'm just saying.
It is subjective. Everyone has the right to their own opinion, but that doesn't mean I have to fucking interact with them.
I'm just making a point, but yeah. But I'm not saying specifically about this, I'm just saying in general.
It is subjective. But what's not subjective is someone being a good wrestler. You know, that's not subjective. Someone's either a good wrestler or they're not. I think you can find common ground with most people who understand what constitutes being a good wrestler. Not necessarily 100%, but, you know, at least 75% of the time. But, I don't know. I mean, how is it that Randy Orton's champion and felt like he took a huge back seat? And, basically, they're really doing a classic build where Orton comes out as champion at Chamber, where they humble him and have him losing, and then he comes out as the champion. But the fucking whole show revolved around Cena again. He cut 2 promos. He beat Cesaro, who Cesaro had his best showing in the WWE so far, individually.
I don't agree with that either.
No, I do. Individually.
His match with Ziggler was way better.
He carried John Cena. He did the impossible. So yeah, by default, I mean, it's got to be one of the hardest guys to carry. You know, and, I mean, the dude is the shittiest wrestler that I've seen since Lex Luger when we talk about guys who are pushed like that. And Cesaro fucking carried him. I got major respect for Cesaro for doing that. But what I'm just so frustrated with is that fucking Cena's going to get all the credit. And then Cena runs out at the end. The guy had 4 fucking appearances tonight. So I'll be damned if I give this show anything more than a 5. Fuck this show. Too much Cena.
I'm gonna go with 4. Wasn't really anything I cared for on the show in particular. The build for Elimination Chamber, I don't even give a fuck about Elimination Chamber, to be quite honest. I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but it's not like my interest is intrigued. Even with the Wyatt and Shield thing, the thing with the Wyatt and Shield thing is I really wanted to see that back when they were still like strong teams and not, you know, in the middle of a Shield breakup. You know, there's really nothing about the show, that's interesting me. So I'm gonna go with the 4 out of 10, and Elimination Chamber. And gonna walk out disappointed. That's pretty much the gist of it. You can expect to not be entertained by Elimination Chamber. Expect to waste your money if you're ordering it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, as for rating, I'm not giving you a rating. All I'm saying is, no Brock, no good. Follow me at John J on Twitter.
Anybody else got something to say about the show or the rating?
It's oversaturated. It's I don't call it the WWE. I call it the WW because it's got no entertainment factor. You could even call it W because it's got arguably no wrestling, and you could basically give it no logo because who around the world would want to watch this crap? That'll do me.
I give it a 2 out of 10. I liked Emma and Summer Rae interacting. I'd fuck them both. That's about it. So yeah, fucking sucks. Elimination Chamber's gonna suck. Don't waste your money. Fuck you, Hogan, when you suck Cena's dick next week. Randy Savage, GOAT, greatest of all time. And Bruce versus Cena at WrestleMania 30. Rock on. Kick his ass, Bruce.
I love how pussy's the only redeemable quality to the show for you.
What, isn't it for you? Grandma.
Well, you may have a point, but
there we go.
Oh yeah, and Mad Genius Dixie Carter is a broomstick away from being an ugly old fucking witch.
All right, so that's gonna wrap it up. I'll do a short version review. We're gonna Mad Genius and I and a couple other guys want to join. We're gonna do a VIP overtime video. Maybe talk about some news out there, some rumors about CM Punk floating around. Over at BlitzSportsNetwork.com. The Red article's up. The guys on the website have spoken, and they have chosen that my next article is going to be, I'm going to do a review for every WrestleMania for the next big article. And I've been doing a lot of Q&A videos and stuff, so you got all.
So you're going to do every WrestleMania in one article, or each WrestleMania separate?
In one article.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, the best one you did by far was the Brock Lesnar one.
Well,
you
the worst
seen your reaction to WrestleMania 3.
Well, the worst. Dude? The first WrestleMania.
I can't wait to see your reaction to WrestleMania 29.
Yes.
Spoiler alert. That one's going to be ranked last, but I'm gonna rank all the WrestleManias as well. So that's
honestly, I want to see your reaction about 19 because I've actually never heard your real thoughts about 19, considering it's my favorite Mania. But anyways, I'll have to wait till the article.
Yeah, you will. So yeah, that's what's coming up on the website. Been getting a lot of good Q&A topics on there. I actually have like 5 more videos I got to post on there that I filmed and I haven't posted yet. But most of all, we appreciate everyone who watches our show every week. You guys are awesome. Thanks for putting up with our debates tonight. But it's kind of the way we are. We disagree on a lot, and a lot of people overlook all the different disagreements Mad Genius and I have. It seems like we argue every show, and then you'll get people, all you do is put yes men on there. No. No, I don't think, we may agree with the bottom line, but I think a lot of people agree with the bottom line.
I think I proved that theory wrong too. Just saying.
Yeah, I don't think Jay and I have ever done a show without disagreeing. But let's start with let's get I want you guys to be able to find these guys on the internet. So, Billy, go ahead and plug your stuff.
Yeah, Twitter, Billy Ray MJ, and on YouTube, Scatterjagged, which I use as my icon.
Billy Ray.
Billy Ray MJ.
That's pretty close to Billy Ray Cyrus.
I know, right? It's fucking.
Yeah, he pimped his daughter out there, didn't he?
Horrible fucking Twitter name. I agree, man.
No. Yeah, but make sure to support him, folks. Subscribe to him, follow him. Jay.
Yeah, you can follow me at JohnJ06, but don't follow me if you get easily offended. But yeah, make sure to follow me for real so I get over 1,000 followers, and I might follow you back if you're not weird, and if your picture isn't an egg-shaped picture, then I'll probably follow you back.
You guys gotta have to cue me in on this egg-shaped thing. Grits, are you there?
No, he left. He's eating peanut butter and shit.
Nah, he's getting some birthday pie. You know he is.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you can follow Grits on Twitter at Grits718. Go ahead, Justin.
Some Wu-Tang pie.
Yep.
You can find me on Twitter at Justin_G_Brian. You can find me on Instagram at Justin_Brian. Brian spelt the same way as Daniel. Yeah, you can check me out on YouTube. My channel name's Justin Brian. Great to have some more support.
Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is Friday we're going to do it's going to be called the Blitz Team X Factor, and all these great wrestling and sports fans that have sent in audition videos, we're going to get as many of them on. We're going to do we're going to do a series of episodes where we're going to bring new people on Friday, and we're going to feed them topics, and then we're going to see how they do. Each guy's going to respond to the topic, and then we're going to sit back and judge them like American Idol type format.
All right, I don't know if I should be a judge or not.
Yes, you should. We need a Simon Cowell.
Okay.
And then you can subscribe to.
Oh God, that's gonna be a train wreck.
You can subscribe. You can subscribe to Mad Genius on YouTube. John Cena #1 is. And you can subscribe to, or you could follow Mad Genius on Twitter. His Twitter handle is John Cena. Please retweet me.
So I've got a box of Fruity Pebbles as the display picture.
I actually still have that picture of his. He does have a membership card to Team Fruity.
What?
Hey guys, guess what? I'm outside and it's really dark and really cold out here, and just thought I wanted to give a shout out to LeBron James. LeBron, I can get you one of those belts, LeBron. Make sure to retweet me back. Make sure to retweet me back before The Rock does. Don't ignore me, nor ignore a retweet I send you, please. All right, I'm out.
No, you can find Mad Genius, Virtuoso Sports, on YouTube and Twitter. Support him. We may disagree on stuff, but...
And you can also follow Jay's alternate Twitter account, which is at Motorboatingpecs.
Got some baby lotion. Baby lotion.
I guarantee you that the conversation off the air will start out very docile, and then we'll end up arguing, and then I'm going to be like, that's it, Mad Genius. We're getting on Uvu, and we're making this video, motherfucker. So, yeah, that's just, I mean, it's just like when you debate best player in a sport or girls or whatever with the boys, you know what I mean?
The girls' argument, which I won against Bruce, which he has yet to admit.
You absolutely did not.
Which he has yet to admit, people.
You absolutely.
Just because he doesn't like Barbara Bush.
Yeah, I mean, he chose Summer Rae, so we'll end it on that.
If you put all Dixie Carter needs is one of those big black hats and a broomstick, for real. I could just see her now flying past my bedroom window and shit, laughing.
Oh, Dixie Carter's gross. But so yeah.
Seriously, dude, she's so. I know you want to end this, but God, dude, Dixie Carter's just like, she's such an ugly old hag, bro. It's disgusting, Mad Genius.
And do me a favor.
To each his own.
Do me a favor, Blitz team that was with me tonight on this whole John Cena thing. When you see these websites out there spinning it as, see, he is a good wrestler. Cena does have good matches, because you know that's what they're going to do. Get out there, man, and let it be known he was carried. Fuck Cena. Thank you for watching. We'll be back Thursday night here on YouTube, and if you want more than that, come on over to the website, blitzsportsnetwork.com. We're out.